Pebble Beach Coconut.
The Indianapolis crowd.
We started as a college summer team with one goal, to make baseball fun. And it's grown into something so much bigger.
No doubt Banana Ball is a hit.
I couldn't be more proud to be a part of this organization.
I'm just really grateful to be here, and I really want to inspire all these kids out there to go and chase their dreams.
I'm incredibly blessed to be able to play in front of this many people and make this big of an impact.
Big fly!
And now, we have a chance to make an even bigger impact with new players.
This is a great pick.
Congratulations.
New opportunities.
It just makes so much sense.
And new rivalries.
We're going to come up with our game plan to be able to counteract some of their speed.
Don't fix what ain't broken.
For what is about to be the biggest year of Banana Ball yet. 75 stadiums.
Alex Mason with 102,000 fans!
In 45 states.
Yes!
In front of 3.4 million fans.
And it's scored by a fan! No way!
And we're going to impact every single one of them.
Hey, this is going to be a movie!
Welcome to the greatest show in sports.
When I was talking about the movie, this is what I meant! 4, 3, 2, 1, and go see.
The Banana Ball Championship League is off and running in epic style. Across the last 2 nights, we've seen the 2 newest teams in the sport claim thrilling victories in Dick Howser Stadium. Now the show shifts to Doak Campbell, as over 60,000 fans have gathered to see the Texas Tailgaters take on the Savannah Bananas in the grand finale of the Banana Ball kickoff. The Tailgaters enter their sophomore season with a veteran-filled lineup and a retooled pitching staff, and I'll tell you what, a very similar strategy being employed by the Savannah Bananas as well. As we welcome you inside with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. Great to have Banana Ball back in the ESPN world, Disney Plus, and as always, the Banana Ball YouTube channel. Josh, we are 2 games into the history of the Banana Ball Championship League. New rules in play, the equalizer point, the defender out there, Mark Smith, an unbelievable play last night as the designated fielder. How have you seen these new rules put into place?
Well, I think the equalizer point has been that big X factor through these first 2 games, as each of the away teams through the first 2 matchups have earned that equalizer point and netted an extra one in the ball game that helped them emerge victorious. So that is certainly on the minds of the Texas Tailgaters, playing as the visiting team against the Bananas tonight. But this is also their first game in a football stadium. So they're not only trying to impress defensively, but they want to bash the ball, as we've got 50-foot nets installed from right field all the way to right center, courtesy of Netting Pros. And they want to be the 3rd team to spoil the party, if you will, during this Banana Ball kickoff series.
As we mentioned, a lot of new faces over on the Savannah Bananas side of the field. To help get them straight, let's get it on down to the field to Sam Bauman.
Guys, I'm here with Savannah Bananas now veteran Ty Jackson. The guy's been around, and Ty, you got a few new guys wearing yellow this year. Would you mind maybe introducing me?
I got you, Sam. This dude, JB, Jacob Azala, Sean Fluke, basically the ginger. I love it. Next guy, fastest man alive, JT. I'm not pronounce his last name. Is he faster than me, though? Nope. All right. Easton Parrish, a.k.a. Reggie calls him Ethan, but that's cool. This dude is a unit. Everything's bigger in Texas. You're from Texas, right?
Yes, sir.
Nope, it don't matter. All right, this dude is about 6'7". Hey, raise the camera. You're 6'7", right? Okay. Yeah, he's actually 6'7". Now, Frankie, man, this dude is from New York. Frankie, let me go there. We're going to get $1 slice. That's all you need to know, New York. Max John Goldberg. Yeah, you're on the team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to hit 10 home runs this year. Now, G, baby, we have to be really, really, really quiet because he's G, baby. Graham Besser. Pacifier, diaper. Bro, this dude's going to put the other team to sleep. AD, right? AD. First pick of the Bananas draft this year. How you feeling?
I'm feeling
That's okay. Yeah, we know. All right. Bryce Grizz. Hey, you a 2K legend, right? He's not better than me. All right. Allen. He don't say much, but he's a deadly assassin, right? That's all we So, Sam, that's about all the rookies. There's about 20 more left in the locker room, but that's all we got.
Well, now you know him, I think. Thanks, Ty. Guys?
Thank you, Sam. And Ty, let's take a look at some of the new stars on the Nanners. Max Young Goldberg was their second-round pick. Austin Drury went number 4 overall in the first round. And Derek Klena will be a superstar entertainment player here in 2026.
And they've all got different backgrounds for the Bananas. You've got Drury, who spent time throughout his minor league career in the Los Angeles Dodgers organization and had a career 3.35 earned run average in that span, spending time as a starter and a relief pitcher, so he gives the Bananas a lot of flexibility. Max Young Goldberg tore it up in the Pioneer League last season, setting the RBI record with 130 runs batted in. And you don't want to forget about Derek Klena, who is an entertainer for sure, having spent time on Broadway and was even nominated for a Tony in 2020. But this was a guy pitching at UCLA in his college career, so he is a really talented righty, and he kind of combines the best of both worlds. Not only a talented ball player, but an uber talented performer as well.
We should see young Goldberg swing it for the first time in the bottom of the first. If we get there, he's sandwiched in a 3-hole right between Reese Alexiadis and Dan Oberst. Austin Drury we will see on the bump, and Klena I think we will see as well. I'm sure he'll do some singing as he is right now. Let's get it on down to the field.
Now, we need everyone to get those hands in the air, get those spirit fingers going. All the way around the stadium, get both hands in the air. Let me see those spirit fingers. For a tradition we've honored in Banana Land since the first game back in 2016. Fans, it is now time to meet tonight's Banana Baby, Millie! 5 months old and blowing bubbles. She was born for this moment, and she will never remember this moment. Fans, keep it going. One more time for tonight's Banana Baby, Millie!
They're up and they're rowdy. They get started early and they never stop. They're here to go big and they ain't going home. They are the Texas Tailgaters!
And now the starting lineup for the Texas Tailgaters. Leading off the second baseman, number 16, Travis Moon. DH number 9, Nick Lopez. At third base, number 6, Jordan Bohr. The extra hitter, number 27, Kyle Martin. Number 11, the first baseman, Mac Danford. Right fielder, number 28, Jose Gonzalez Jr. Catcher number 26, Taj, the Quad Father Porter. Center fielder number 7, Indiana Stanley. Left fielder number 2, Zach Watson. Shortstop number 5, Jordan Hussein.
hear more about this powerful Texas Tailgaters lineup from their skipper, Joe Mikulik, and we'll hear about the Nanners from their head coach, Tyler Gillum, after this short break.
One more time, the Texas Tailgaters!
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing some Bananas power to the plate. His name is Grady. Grady is 5 years old, and he's attempting to hit a home run against these Tailgaters. So can I hear some noise for my dear friend, Grady? He's digging in the box. Here comes pitch number 1. Tailgaters are throwing the heat. The count's 0-1. Here comes pitch number 2. He's throwing high heat. This, whoa, split. Holy cow. Split says he's had enough of this nonsense. He's stealing the, oh my gosh. Still. Split. What was that about? Well, the fight's fair at least now. Grady's got the ball on the tee. Here's a swing. Boom! That ball's crushed into right field. They're going to try to throw him out at first.
Here with Bananas head coach Tyler Gillum. Gilly, 9 years. You've had opening days with 5,000 fans. Tonight, 60,000 in Tallahassee. And throughout 2026, more than 3 million fans will watch Banana Ball. Can you even put that in perspective?
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, the quote that comes to my mind is, it's kind of fun doing the impossible. You know, I think this is proof, you know, of all those dreamers out there, those creators, those builders, those people that are thinking about doing things that have never been done before. It's possible. We're doing it. The Banana Ball Championship League is here, and tonight we're making history.
We got some new guys wearing yellow. How do you get them ready for a crowd of 60,000?
Well, I tell you what, we got so many great people inside of our organization. It started with recruiting. Barry Aldridge, our recruiting coordinator, getting the right people in-house. We call those people OKGs, our kind of guys, and we've trained their butt off. We got guys like Maceo training all the dance moves, Zach Frangelo on all the entertainment. Our great coaches have prepared these guys for a moment like this right here. 60,000 fans tonight, and it's going to be electric.
Coach Gillum, I'm fired up. I know you are. I can't think of a better coach that looks this good in cowboy boots. Hey, Brett Loftus, can you think of a better one?
Oh, yeah, thanks, Sam. He's right here. His name's Joe Mikulik. Skip, second year with the Tailgaters, first year of the Banana Ball Championship League. 5 football stadiums for our Tailgaters this year. How does that make you feel?
Oh, it's a great feeling. I can't believe it. I'm pinching myself. I woke up this morning, and it's like I'm going to be in a football field playing a baseball game. I won't be playing, but I'll be dancing with you guys. Let's rock and roll.
2026, new year, new look for the Tailgaters, pro-built squad. How does that make you feel?
I was thinking about balance, the coaching staff, thinking about balance from pitching to position players. We had to do something to equalize the bananas, the party animals, and now, obviously, the clowns and coconuts and the firefighter. We had to do something a little bit better. We plus the experience. I love my squad. The squad's unbelievable. They worked hard to get to this moment. Great stage tonight. Can't wait to get this started. We're about to tailgate up, and this is going to be electric, people. Stay with us.
All right, simple, Mick. Simple, Mick. They're going to go to work tonight. Tailgaters going to get a win?
Oh, well, if you may predict the win, I got my work gloves on. We're playing banana ball in a football stadium. It's time to gator up, and we're going to get a win.
We're going to gator on up to the commercial break. More Banana Ball coming up next here on ESPN Plus in the Disney Plus app.
First, romping and stomping his way out of the Texas Tailgaters dugout. This man knows about two things, steaks and weights. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Taj, the Quad Father Porter. He weighs in at a beefy 225 pounds. And opposing him, making his way out of the Savannah Bananas dugout. I need you all to say something with me. Everybody say, "Hey, Pookie." Because we are here to welcome Ty to Fly Jackson. He weighs in at a lean and mean 190 pounds of pure potassium power. And now, home plate umpire, Vincent Chapman.
3, 2, 1, go!
Welcome back to Banana Ball here on the ESPN app, Disney Plus, and the Banana Ball YouTube channel. What a finish to the home run hitter. Youngster able to make it all the way around the bags, an electrifying 360 feet. Not a professional Banana Ball player yet, but the Texas Tailgaters jam-packed with guys with plenty of professional baseball experience. Let's take a look at some of the notables. It starts with the skipper, Joe Mikulik, over 40 years between playing and coaching in the minors. Kyle Martin, 5 years in the minors, 4 more years in independent professional baseball, and then Chris Clark, 7 years in minor league ball.
Well, Joe is a really respected presence as the manager of this Tailgaters team. Again, coaching at all levels. Kyle Martin and Chris Clark, though, both guys who made it up to AAA. Martin in the Padres organization, Clark pitching very successfully in that Cubs org, and these rookies are ready to rally behind Joe Mikulik as they chase the title in the first year of the BBCL.
Another fellow with some pro baseball experience, Jose Gonzalez Jr., Brett Loftus. Checked with him a while ago.
Playing Banana Ball in a football stadium with Tailgaters written across the chest. Jose Brother Gonzalez, brother, you're a rookie this year, but you're not new to Banana Ball. You played in the first ever 2 games of this sport. Now you look around. How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's super special. I mean, to see how far we've come in just 6 years, it's incredible.
Pick up the pace a little bit, man. I know you can walk a little bit. I know you're a rookie in this sport, but geez, speaking of being a rookie, you're from Texas, and now you get to represent your home state. A lot of guys from Texas on this team, but getting to represent the Lone Star State, man, that's got to be special.
It is. I'm so happy and proud to be here. I mean, I'm ready to put on a good show all year long for the people back home in Texas and the people who are here right now.
Texas State graduate and a legend there. Brother, our walk is taking us out here with some bananas and all the way out here to right field, only 207 feet when you look at it. As we'll spin around. Let's spin around here. Left-handed hitter. You predict to hit any home runs out here tonight?
I mean, if I don't, then there's something wrong with me because it's in the fucking in the field, baby. Come on.
207 feet in these 50-foot nets, courtesy of Netting Pros. Tell you what, a lot of offense at football stadiums, Biko and Josh.
Well, Brothers got as good a shot as anybody to leave the yard tonight. Let's take a look at the numbers in the 5 games the Bananas played in football stadiums last year. 16 long balls in total. Super Reese had the foregone conclusion, a long ball in each of them, and Danny Oberst, the only man to have 2 in one game. Robert Anthony Cruz, well, he had a home run in 3 of the 4 football stadiums.
Yeah, those Nanners had 16 of 36 home runs in football stadiums a season ago. Of course, Alexiadis' final home run, a walk-off in Charlotte to win the game for the Nanners. And Danny Oberst had 2 home runs in a game in Charlotte as well. And for Robert Anthony Cruz, he's going to be coming off of the bench in tonight's contest, but the Bananas know when they insert him into this ballgame, he's got the potential to impact this game in a major way.
Yeah, what a weapon to have as a pinch hitter at any time for Tyler Gillum and company. Let's get a gander at the dimensions here in Doak Campbell Stadium. It is 207 down the right field line. For the lefties, you absolutely love to see it. 310 to dead center. It gets the deepest out in left center. 450 feet to left center and 350 down the left field line.
Again, they're really funky dimensions. You've also got to consider a 50-foot net that stretches from right field all the way to right center. But the approach for these lefties is certainly to tap into that pull power. And we saw guys such as Dan Oberst, when he had that multi-home run game last season in Charlotte, really focus as a right-handed batter on his opposite field approach to conquer those 50-foot nets.
Yeah, a lot of different plans for the hitters tonight. Are they going to swing for that short porch or stick to their usual approach? We have much more Banana Ball pregame action in just a little bit.
But are you ready to get them really fired up for tonight's show?
Yes!
Yes, she is. All right, Sydney, whatever you do, they're gonna do. So let's bring it, here we go. Oh, we're clapping and jumping. Good start, Sydney. Keep it going. Oh, hey, baby. I like this, get those arms going, Sydney. Oh, we're raising the roof. How do you know that? I like it, though. Oh, all right. She knows where she is. I love it. Great job. All right, jumping jacks. Here we go. Keep it going, Sydney. Oh, wow. All right, we're back clapping. Sydney, look around. 60,000 fans going crazy for you. Fans, let's hear it for 6-year-old Sydney.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and potassium enthusiasts from around the world, tonight, you and thousands of your friends here live and millions more watching at home have gathered here to witness something beyond your wildest imagination. From Montana to Savannah, from the Isle of Man.
Back to the action, the young professor getting us fired up.
This is the time for all 60,000 people here at Florida State University to get on your feet and give me your voices. Because this is the greatest show in the sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball!
Oh yeah, FSU, it's time to meet the starting lineup for your Savannah Bananas. Leading off the center fielder, number 5, DR, the Doak Meadow. Batting second, the right fielder, number 2, Reese Superman Maxiatis. Batting third and playing first base, he wears number 9, Max Young Goldberg. At third base, number 4, Kyle K.J. Jackson. He's the captain and the man behind the dish, number 1, Bill Leroy. At second base, number 8, our greatest showman, Jackson Olsen. The left fielder, number 18, he does it all, Danny Husley. At shortstop, wearing number 6, he's our glove magician, Ryan Cox. And the extra hitter, number 7, Ty Two-Fly Jackson. On the mound, number 88, Noah Niznik. The Bananas are led by Tyler Gillum, assisted by Adam Virant, Ryan Kellogg, Bryce Stober, and Reggie Horton.
You're going to get an opportunity to leave a legacy that is going to last forever.
I said my goal is to turn banana ball into party animal ball.
This locker room right here is y'all's firehouse. So remember, when you put these jerseys on, who you represent.
We're the Texas Tailgaters! We're the Texas Tailgaters!
All are welcome. Come as you are. Welcome to the beach.
This jersey represents a history that was represented by players before us.
Jackie Bradley Jr. The door is already closed. And wow, look what Ben Dump found. Back up the middle. Hosley got him behind his back.
Backflip! Handspring! Yes, sir!
Jumping between the legs.
Behind the back! Look it!
And it's scored by a fan. It's over. The Texas Tailgaters have won their first game in franchise history. Blow there. Deep left field. A rainmaker from Ashby Vining. Super Reed. Are you kidding me?
And the Savannah Bananas will be the #1 seed.
With the game on the line. That ball to Ballas. Gone. Dolan Cornett sends the firefighters to the 2025 Banana Ball Tour Championship Final. Skull. Deep right center field. Dig Skull to right. Again. Bouncer to Swan. He goes between the legs. The Party Animals have won the first ever Banana Ball Tour Championship. This is what the sport of banana ball has been building to across its 6 years of existence. The Banana Ball Championship League is here. The Loco Beach Coconuts and Indianapolis Clowns are both 1-0. The Firefighters and Party Animals 0-1. Tonight, we get the finale of the Banana Ball kickoff. The Texas Tailgaters, the away team. The Savannah Bananas, the home team here in Doak Campbell Stadium. Over 60,000 fans on hand for the third game in Banana Ball Championship League history. The Bananas finished last year the best record in the regular season, 46-26. The Tailgaters third best, 9-24. across their first regular season in existence. As we welcome you back inside with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday night with us here in virtual Banana Land. Josh, what do you expect from the Bananas and Tailgaters here tonight?
Well, I expect a pretty fierce rivalry, considering that these guys are going to be playing in a couple other football stadiums this season, Neyland Field and Kyle Field, for example. And it's going to be a tough night for the pitchers, and for the batters, we saw last season an average of over 7 home runs per game in football stadiums. So look for the long ball, but look for the defense to shine as well. Trick plays, of course, have always been a staple of Banana Ball, and last season we saw teams averaging 18 per game playing in football fields. So I think the Gloves are also really going to stand out, as both of these teams impressed defensively a season ago.
Speaking of the Gloves, let's get a gander at the Savannah Bananas defensive alignment so far in the very young history of the BBCL. The equalizer point has been won by the away team in both games. The Nanners trying to buck that trend. Left to right in the outfield, it's Danny Hosley, DR Meadows, and Reese Alexiadis. Third to first in the infield, you see Kyle Jackson, Ryan Cox, Jackson Olsen, and Max Young-Goldberg with Bill Leroy behind the dish and Noah Nisnik on the mound.
Well, Ryan Cox is still the Banana Ball all-time leader in trick plays, had 210 a season ago, a new single-season record in Banana Ball history. And DR Meadows, he made some of his own in center field, the first outfielder to ever reach 100 or more trick plays in a season. He had 129. And don't forget about Alex Ziegler, the designated fielder tonight. He can enter any inning at any position the Bananas choose, but you'll likely see him at first base.
In the middle of it all, the Bananas pitching staff's leader, Noah Nisnik. He had 5 trick plays a year ago and as many attempts. The 2024 Banana Ball Rookie of the Year, the ace of the staff once again last year, and he gets the opening night ball from the get-go once again.
And it's his second straight opening night start for the Savannah Bananas. He's playing in his 3rd World Tour. Last year, he led all pitchers in innings pitched, strikeouts, and fan-caught foul balls. He induced 14 of them, and he's certainly hoping to do that at the start of this ball game. He also averaged 3 outs in 4 minutes and 1 second on the pitcher's mound.
I think this should be a pretty fearsome Texas Tailgaters lineup that Niz is up against. At the top, the second baseman Travis Munoz, followed by their offensive leader a year ago, Nick Lopez. Then Jordan Barth, their 2nd-round draft pick. Kyle Martin, their 4th-rounder, hitting cleanup. Mac Danford, Jose Gonzalez Jr., Taj Porter, Indiana Stanley, Zach Watson, and Jordan Hussein to round it out.
Nick Lopez was the lone offensive all-star for the Tailgaters a season ago, batted .352 for that squad. And for Mac Danford, a powerful righty, grew up an hour away from Tallahassee. So tonight's kind of a special homecoming of sorts, and I know he wants to impress the folks here in Doak Campbell Stadium.
Yeah, Danford out of Grand Ridge, Florida, has an immense amount of family and friends in Doak Campbell tonight. The only thing left to do before first pitch is hand it off to Jesse Cole.
Banana Nation, it is time. On 3, I need everyone here to yell, start the clock. 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
Leading off for the Texas.
And away we go. After 2 fantastic games across the last 2 nights at Dick Hauser Stadium, with over 12,000 fans in total attending, over 60,000 Banana Ball fans have converged on the football stadium here at FSU. And a heater just a bit inside to the switch-hitting Travis Munoz, former White Sox minor leaguer, a visitor in 2024 on Banana Ball's developmental team. He was overqualified for the spot on that roster. And a Tailgater for a 2nd straight tour. Hit .326 last year. Very disciplined bat. Didn't swing at the first pitch in any of the 5 scrimmages in spring training. Ahead 2-1 here. Hot shot to Cox. Between the legs, a kiss of the Banana Ball, but Max Young-Goldberg can't turn it into a double trick play. Clings off the mitt. Munoz cruises into second. And And a costly missed trick play to start the night.
Max Young Goldberg, a Banana Ball rookie, was actually kind of looking like he would be drafted as an outfielder. Instead, the Bananas opted to draft him as a first baseman. He's still getting acclimated to the position, and you see him getting a little aggressive early in this contest, and the throw from Cox not quite at his hip, so he has to make that adjustment, unable to corral the ball. And it puts Munoz already in scoring position for the All-Star last season, Nick Lopez.
How about a 1-2-2? Nisnik, Olsen, Cox, and Meadows dancing. Munoz getting in on the action as well. Second pitch to the second batter of the ball game. Bananas decide to turn it into a boogie. And Nisnik dials up a fastball that just misses wide. So 2-0 count. The former Kentucky Wildcat was first team All-SEC a year ago and kept that momentum going in his rookie campaign in Banana Land. Chops this one foul, the count 2-2. Lopez led the Tailgaters, as Josh mentioned, hit .352. It's .438 OBP, .480 slugging, all best on the team. And he serves this one out to right. It's going to cling off that 50-foot net. Munoz trying to come all the way in. Nisnik cuts off the throw. Great base running from Lopez to get an extra 90. Two batters in, Tailgaters with a run just like that.
And no surprise that Nick Lopez is the man collecting the first hit of the season for the Texas Tailgaters, picking up the run batted in as well. In 33 of his games last year, he had multiple hits in 11 contests.
First look at Jordan Barth. He smashes this deep out to left center. That's the wrong part of the park if you're trying to leave the yard. Danny Hosley shows off his fantastic arm, a one hopper to KJ. Lopez does not test it. And a big first out for Noah Nisnik and company. Barth had a 3-run homer off Nisnik last Saturday in the final spring training game. Trying to repeat the performance, came up just a bit shy as Kyle Martin has a ball and a strike on him. Excellent chance at being the home run leader here in his rookie campaign in Banana Land. 275 career professional long balls. It's been a winding road that's brought Kmart to the Texas Tailgaters, their 4th-round draft pick.
This is a guy not only with all those home runs, but last season in the American Association won the home run derby. So it's a very powerful bat. This ballpark kind of tailored perfectly for the big left-hander.
2-2. Fouled straight back. We'll do it again. Yeah, Martin, 31 home runs last year between his time with the Cleburne Railroaders in the American Association and the York Revolution in the Atlantic League, where he won his first professional title. It's actually his first championship since he was a Big League World Series champ in high school. Long run, Bill Leroy tries to barehand it out of the sky, ends up getting his legs taken out by Kyle Jackson. We hope everybody's okay. Oh, that was a spooky play. An accidental slide tackle from K-Jack. It looks like Bill's head hit the grass pretty hard. Great to see Bill walking off under his own power. A kiss to the stands. The 9-year veteran captain of the Bananas. Looks no worse for wear. KJ looks okay as well.
Yeah, definitely a spooky play. Tough. You see Leroy nor KJ called each other off while trying to field that ball in foul territory. Now Nisnik takes a little bit of time before delivering the payoff pitch that Martin smokes into right field. That one caroms off the netting, and it's just a single for Martin. And Nick Lopez is held up at third base as well.
That's respect to the powerful arm of Reese Alexiadis in right. A reminder, it's 207 down the right field line, 350 down the left field line. 450 to left center, 310 to dead center. So bizarre dimensions, as always, in a football stadium. A lot of room for Max Young Goldberg to play with. As he makes the catch, Lopez really broke for it and then retreats back to third. And An enormous second out as Mac Danford is retired. Runners still on the corners for Jose Gonzalez Jr. as Nisnik checks on Martin at first. Brother, as they call him, back in Banana Land, a 2020 collegiate Banana. He has torn up professional baseball since we last saw him. In the Pioneer League in 2024, hit .370 with 19 pumps. Fouls the fastball straight back. Shot back up the middle. DR Meadows makes a diving, tumbling catch. And Nisnik able to strand a pair, but a run comes home for the Tailgaters. They've got a chance to earn the first point tonight.
Well, that's a great job by Noah Nisnik, able to escape trouble in the first inning, leave guys on the corners. And now things in the hand of the Tailgaters, playing in their first football stadium to see if they can get on the board and earn that point in the first inning.
Before we take a look at the Tailgaters' defensive alignment, we're going to get the world's slowest race. Jesse Cole chatting to the over 60K in attendance here in the capital of the Sunshine State. Looks like it's going to be a pretty enormous race. By my count, 11 babies competing for the ultimate glory of champion in the world's slowest race. Nobody making a big break early except for the youngster in the white hoodie, chugging away. What speed! The youngster broke away from the pack, but now pausing. And now another tot is starting to get the motor going a little bit. Everybody else just enjoying the view. It's got to be an absolutely bizarre experience to be in the middle of a full capacity Doak Campbell Stadium. And only one youngster is going to take the cake here. Absolute dominance, chugging towards the finish line. But stopped at the very end. So close, yet so far away. Oh, no! And grabbing the finish line, I think that counts. Easy victory for that baby in the world's slowest race. Holy moly, future Olympian right there. Quick look at the Gators defense. Left to right in the outfield, Watson, Stanley, and Gonzalez. Third to first in the infield, Barth, Hussein, Munoz, and Danford Porter behind the plate.
What was Hussein, who finished with 49 trick plays last season to lead the Texas Tailgaters, certainly expected to get more than 50 this season. And Watson and Stanley in left and center field, both capable of backflip catches in the outfield that you may see in tonight's ball game.
In the middle of it all, Chris Clark with 9 different pitches. The pride of Westlake Village, California, was a star at USC. Second-team All-American closer, parlayed that into a 4th-round draft pick by the Cubs in 2019. And 7 years in the organization, getting up to AAA.
2020 was the number 14 ranked prospect in this Cubs system. 3rd overall pick, by the way, in the Banana Ball player draft. So this is a guy with a pretty killer resume and a really good command of the strike zone as he finally gets the strike against the Bananas leadoff man, DR Meadows.
Deuces on DR, who hit .365 last year. 2nd straight tour pacing the Bananas in batting average. Chance for the fans. Have yet to see a foul out to the fans in this young Banana Ball Championship League. And a catch, but after a bobble, so it's not an out. It's got to be a clean catch for the fans to put away the hitter. Another 2-2 coming from the 6'7" righty. This one launched deep down the right field line, tailing, foul, just barely. Right on top of it, John Crosser, the right field umpire, had just about as good a view in the house.
Really close call. Meadows certainly wanted it. Had already stuck the finger up in the air, thinking that this one is going to get him extra bases, and you see Jose Gonzalez Jr. in right field, also well aware that ball not landing fair for the Bananas leadoff man.
Brother may be the only guy who had a better view than Crosser. Count runs full on Meadows. Only homered once last year. It was over the Green Monster in Fenway Park. Known for getting the bat on the ball. Payoff pitch. Called strike 3. Clark goes to the fastball. Nicks the top of the inside corner, and he's fired up as he should be.
Yeah, that was paint from Chris Clark against DR Meadows. First out of his young banana ball career, and it comes via the K. And you see him fired up out on the pitcher's mound. Getting in on a little song and dance early. This is what you like to see from a former minor league arm.
And what an arm it is. Got up to 97.5, fastest fastball he has ever thrown. Thinks he'll probably sit 90 to 95 here in banana ball. Everybody loses a couple ticks in velocity because of how quickly you have to throw every pitch. Don't get a lot of time to take a deep breath, sit back. Whoa, how about this? Reese Alexiadis is gonna steal first base on a ball that ended up tucked into the net behind home plate. Across 5+ games in football stadiums, it's the first time we've ever seen that. How about it?
Yes, certainly an interesting situation. I think a good call made by Vincent Chapman with that ball technically going out of play on what was a wild pitch. And now from one former Pioneer League man to another, Max Young Goldberg at the dish. Alexiadis taking off, and he will swipe second base successfully. Super Reese now in scoring position with one out.
That's the tying run. So he swipes first on a wild pitch that goes out of play, and on the next offering swipes second. Another legend of the Pioneer League, MJG at the dish. Ball and a strike on the Nanners' first baseman. It's Max's trick play miss that led to the Tailgaters pushing a run across in the top half. Just tore the cover off the ball. Last year in the Pioneer League, hit 361, reached base at a 476 clip. Talked about that Pioneer League record, 130 stakes. It all came together. And he's fired up to be a part of banana ball. His first career at bat is gonna end with a backwards K on a beautiful backdoor bender from Clark. Both his strikeouts looking.
He went to the inside part of the plate against DR Meadows. The right-hander now goes outside against Max Young Goldberg and gets the punch out. And now it's Danny Oberst who's up at the dish, swinging through the first pitch, and Alexiadis is going to be ruled out at third base by Hunter Ives, and that will net the Texas Tailgaters the first point in tonight's ball game.
Aggressive base running. Ends up biting the Bananas in the rear end. Another look. Nice quick tag from Jordan Barth. Tailgaters up 1-0. 1 inning in.
I want to talk to Skip. I think with all righties, we're going to move over, I think. I don't think much of a point.
Cowboy Kyle Lewis about
there,
being drafted to the Bananas.
told him I wanted to be in yellow for as long as I continue to play this game. But I don't want to come back to a team that sucks. I don't want you to feel like you are pressured into drafting me in a certain spot.
Well, we finally get to him a minute after I expected. Cowboy Kyle Lewigs with the mic on him in the middle of it all. How are you doing tonight, my friend?
Yeah, I got you. You got me? Third angle for you. Yeah. Hey, nice tag.
All right, so I've got Sunshine. Can I get...
Oh, Bill Leroy, welcome to it as well.
Bingo, be quiet for a second.
Sorry.
Of course. That might have been 100.
Keep it going.
Oh my gosh, heads up.
Am I throwing hard? What do we want here?
Let's go.
What do we want here?
Go sidearm, but go up.
Okay. Donut. I don't hear you guys saying it up there, Biko.
Donut.
Right down the middle.
How about that? Oh, man.
There we go. Good job, Max.
We'll take it out.
Hey.
All right, Biko, how you guys doing? Let's get into a little bit of chat. This might be quick.
We're up on the 9th floor, so kind of feels like we're looking at you from a blimp.
Here's a knuckler.
A blimp. Well, I gotta say
as always, though, Kyle.
I didn't think about the
great work on having that
setup
ready.
of this football stadium.
Let's go. Sidearm slider.
Yeah. And there's no bathroom down here, so I need this inning to be quick.
Uh-oh.
That was a good one there, but that might be a homer. No, it's not. Holy shit.
Wow!
He's such a sick individual, man.
I think I just said a cuss word.
You did, but that's okay, because it's one of the craziest trick plays you'll ever see.
I'm going to be honest.
No way I get to keep that one, right? That's got to go to the dugout.
I cut cussing out of my life like 2 years ago. It's been a while, but that was pretty impressive.
Hey, what's the MPI at up there, fellas?
You're at 1 minute and 20 seconds
right
now,
to
Cowboy
clock,
Kyle, and you should be
pitch.
thanking DR Meadows as well. That's a mind-melting trick play.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, sweetie.
Just keep throwing that, man.
All right, let's do it again. Let's get another strike here, and then we're going to get a plaque.
Dude, that's a ridiculous pitch.
Yeah, what do you want?
Throw it for strikes.
Okay, cool.
Looking like Reese Miller out there.
Oh, my gosh.
2-1?
Yeah, let's go the same arm slide, throw a heater.
I like a cutter.
Okay, that works.
That wasn't a cutter.
The stuff is electric.
All right, reset.
Let's go shake off, heater outside.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, squeeze that. Squeeze that. That's got some height though.
Oh.
No catch.
3-2. Should we get him clapping?
Yeah, get him clapping and then rip a slider.
It's not going to be good for your MPI, Kyle.
It's okay. I gave up. I'm a showman, Biko.
Oh, okay, cool.
There we go. This place should be a loud clap right here. Let's see what they got.
How many people can clap at the same time? I kind of like slamming the bill on the line.
Yeah, that's what I wanted, yeah.
Cool. She's coming from down under.
Oh! There we go.
Good work, guys.
That was fun. We should do that more often. I'm sorry we couldn't chat.
Hey, let's do the thing. Let's do the thing. Come on.
Oh, they're doing the thing.
Oh, there we go. Let's go in a circle. Why not? How long can I do it? That's
All right, bye, guys.
We're going to finish that song lyric, but let's make it a competition. Young professor, where are you at?
I tell you what, Jesse, I'm going to go ahead and represent all of our fans behind third base, out in left field, in the left field end zone, the best in class of Tallahassee.
Yeah. You may have that side, but I got the entire outfield side and right field, center field, and all the way around. And we call this the winning section. First song. Come on, Sean.
We are off to a great start, Tallahassee. That first point goes to the third base side. Next song.
This is our jam. Here we go.
Sounds so good. That point goes to the outfield section. We're tied. This is for all the marbles, baby. Let's go.
This is our jam.
One of the greatest trick plays you will ever see. D.R. Meadows behind the back power slide. What a way to kick off his tour defensively after a diving catch in the first.
Look, these guys are competitive from a trick play aspect. They all want to have the greatest highlight of all time. D.R. Meadows, of course, has ripped the barehanded backflip catch, but there is such a high level of difficulty, not only to make the sliding grab behind Cowboy Kyle, but catch it behind the back as well. It is an early contender already for the greatest trick play of the 2026 World Tour.
And it shouldn't be a surprise. It comes from the guy who had 129 last year, second most only to Ryan Cox. He had 98 trick plays the year before. It's the only outfielder to ever have triple-digit trick plays on a tour, as it's a meaty part of this Nanners lineup in the last of the second. 4, 5, and 6, Dan Oberst. With a 1-1 count, Christian Davis, first man out of the pen for the Gators. Oberst here in his 8th season as a Savannah Banana. Third straight tour as the primary designated hitter. Mainly the first baseman before that.
And you saw him really embrace that DH role. He's been able to focus on the thing that he does the best, and that's swinging the bat. Had a career-high 9 home runs a season ago, and has now run the count full against the Tailgaters All-Star CD.
High fly ball deep down the right field line. It will knife foul. Talked about it on the pregame show. Dan, the only Banana to ever have a multi-homer game in a football stadium, did it last year in Charlotte. Oberst goes right back down that right field line. This time, it's foul again. Look, a clear strategy in play for Danny O. Oh, so consistent. Hit 318 last year, led the tour with his 6 triples. And earns the sprint. Oh no, the throw sailed over Jonathan Luters, the designated fielder, in at short. The throw back into the infield sailed as well. Oberst is going to get 3 bases on the sprint. The first sprint we have seen tonight. All 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher have to touch the ball before it's live. The inning-winning run 90 feet away for Kyle Jackson. a specialty walk-up from the kid who is taking Banana Ball by storm. Plenty of signs in the stands for Kyle Jackson out of Bowling Green, Ohio. Spent his 4 years of college ball at Kent State. He was a MAC champ and led the tour last year with a .481 on base percentage in his rookie campaign after he was a visitor in 2024.
He was the runner-up for the Rookie of the Year award last season, a Banana Ball All-Star, and he wasn't guaranteed playing time at the start of the season. That's what Tyler Gillum and Adam Byron told Kyle Jackson, yet he wound up starting in 62 of the Bananas' 72 games and was great with the men in scoring position as he swings away and blasts this one, clearing the 50-foot net. It is a walk-off two-run shot for Kyle Jackson, and the Nanners even the score at 1.
K-Jack homered in the first Banana Ball game ever played in a football stadium in Tampa last year. He homers in the first game in a football stadium in 2026. And we are knotted at a point each. He's with Sam Bauman.
Hey, KJ, is that how you push it? Push it to the limit?
Man, can't worry about what the people might say. It's who I am, gotta live my dream my own way.
Kyle Jackson, he does it all! Kentucky burpee race. Let's see if that's as exciting.
No doubt about that.
By having our own variation, but we couldn't find any horses. So instead, ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new game. It's called the Kentucky Burpee Race. That's right, we have two teams of four of our fans, and 4 of the most respected belchers in all of Banana Land, our Bananas. When I say go, these two are gonna drop down, do a burpee, pick up a soda, chug the whole thing, and then they have to burp into a microphone before they can run down, tag their partners who will do the same thing. The first team to make it all the way around with their burpees and burps wins. Gentlemen, on your marks, get set. Go! Oh, get that chug. Get that chug. He got it, go! We may have some collateral damage depending on how these burps go. We are very even. Oh, hit with a good one. Takes off running with the wheels. The cheese gets tagged in. The fans are in. Hit that burpee. Bananas taking the lead. Oh, yeah. Cheese with the wheels. Spidey, a CrossFit coach. It all comes down to this. There he comes. No question about it. Ladies and gentlemen, they cannot be stopped. Give it up for the winners of the Kentucky Burpee Race, the Bananas.
Brand new ball game here in Tallahassee. 1-1 as we go to the third. Austin Drury, the new man on the mound, a Florida native out of Land O'Lakes. 5 years in the Los Angeles Dodgers organization. After 3 more years of professional baseball, he finds himself in the yellow and blue.
He's the 4th overall pick by the Bananas in the Banana Ball Championship League player draft, and they had a lot to like for this former Dodgers minor league arm. Across nearly 200 innings pitched in the minors, a 3.35 earned run average, 199 strikeouts, and he commands fastball, cutter, changeup, and sweeper as the Bananas are they are unable to get the out at first base. Seth Markham ruling that Jordan Hussein reached safely.
Another look right here. Yeah, Ziggy just couldn't hold on to it. The Bananas designated fielder not able to get a firm grip on the trick play attempt from Jackson Olsen. The official scoring ruling, Josh.
Right now, I think Eileen trick play missed.
Back to the top of the order, Travis Munoz plunked. He reached on a trick play missed by Maxim Goldberg at first, his first time. All right. We got ourselves another derby. 2 for the price of 1 inning. Munoz with a big lead, and he's gonna absolutely dominate. Allen and Fletcher never stood a chance. Good horsey. So 2 on, no outs. And Austin Drury in his first career banana ball inning in a bit of trouble. To the 2-hole we go. Nick Lopez, an RBI single his first time. Switch hitter against another southpaw. Once again, swing from the right side. He's got a ball and a strike on him. Has to look out for a 5-pitch mix from Drury. A couple fastballs, 2-seam, 4-seam, cutter, changeup, and a slider. That was a beautiful bender right there as Drury's back ahead. Good job by Lopez to fight off the 1-2. And another hit by pitch. So back-to-back Gators are plunked by AD, and the bags are juiced with none gone. The plot thickens.
Yes, it's surprising to see from Austin Drury, who was rated so highly heading into that player draft because of his ability to throw strikes. Having some tough time with control against Munoz, and now Lopez, and now the ever-dangerous Jordan Barth up at the plate, who's coming up a 19-home-run season, last season in independent ball.
That was his 3rd straight year with the Sioux Falls Canaries as he goes down swinging on that nasty slider from Drury. That is a ginormous first out. Only took 3 pitches to take care of the Sioux Falls legend. Guy who spent all 5 years of his college career in Sioux Falls, South Dakota as well. Kyle Martin trying to pick him up. 1-1 count on the dangerous lefty. That one gets by Leroy, but it's a short backstop here in Bobby Bowden Field at Doak Campbell Stadium. So right back to him, and Hussein never stood a chance if he was trying to come home. A missed trick play and 2 hit batters. Bags juiced with 1 away. A check swing on a heater that scrapes the outside corner. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back punch-outs. Drury goes back to the slider, and he's an out away from escaping.
Yeah, just wound up fooling Kyle Martin, who's taken big swings in this ball game. Just had him way out in front of the bender. Now Drury an out away from getting out of this, but we've got something special coming from Mac Danford.
Special night for Mac Danford. Grew up an FSU fan. Talked about it, grew up just 45 minutes down the road. Popped out his first time. He's got the bases loaded with 2 outs. All the power in the world, 3 long balls last year.
And he was a monster against the Bananas last season in 8 games, had 3 doubles, a home run against the boys in yellow. And batted .375 with the men in scoring position. Kyle Jackson charges, transfers between the legs, and picks up the 3rd trick play of the ball game for the Nanners. And Austin Drury miraculously escapes trouble with the bases loaded and keeps the Gators off the board.
He pulls off the elusive Noble Tiger. Bases loaded with no outs. Somehow, he gets out of it unscathed.
Across the United States, there are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care. Look around. That's enough to fill Doak Campbell Stadium 7 times for the number of children and teens in care. To raise awareness and support communities, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating those in the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating the Singletary family. Stacy and Sid have been a licensed foster family for 20 years. Since being licensed, they have cared for newborns all the way up to teenagers, and have focused on reunifying the kiddos they care for with their biological families, which is the ultimate goal of foster care. In total, they have welcomed 100 children and teens into their home. Fans, please join us in celebrating this amazing family for making a difference right here in your community.
Well, another massive shout out to Stacy and Sid Singletary, heroes in the foster care community here in the Sunshine State.
About Bananas Foster with this weekend's 50-50 raffle. If you want tickets, just scan the QR code on the big board. Winning ticket number for the 3-day combined jackpot will be announced later tonight. Just keep your eyes peeled to that board. Now, ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention and check out our world famous Bananas Pep Band. And get those hands clapping, yo.
While the Banana Band blasts away, I can't believe I haven't done this yet. Hello, YouTube. Come on.
Good evening, YouTube.
Oh, it feels so good getting to chat with you all. Thank you for hanging out with us here. A fun ball game so far. Bananas and Tailgaters, both fantastically talented squads. Chat's been going crazy here on the Banana Ball YouTube channel. Banana Band blasting away here on the campus of Florida State with over 60,000 fans on hand for the 3rd game in the history of the BBCL, the Banana Ball Championship League. We get to welcome in, as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning, the Tailgaters' first ever designated fielder, none other than Jonathan Sunshine Looters. Woo! Sunshine, you've been all over the place. How has this designated fielder experience been for you thus far?
Oh, I'm absolutely loving it. I'm giving a lot of credit to Matt Wolf, who really was the creator of the idea. It gives the ability to have one fielders to be anywhere at the field at any time. You can replace any player and be entertaining, have some fun, play some good defense.
All right, Bill Leroy at the dish. Son of a gun, I think
I like that one right here.
Brett Loftus is somewhere here, right? Brett, you down there, buddy?
Man, they gave me a microphone. I'm going to be honest with you, Biko. I can't hear myself think down here. 60,000 people. This is the loudest place I've ever been in. I'm also kind of afraid, fan called foul ball potentially for the captain, Bill Leroy. That almost went hat beats.
That would have been cool.
Sonny.
Yeah.
Last time I talked to you, it was your birthday. I asked you what you were going to get for your birthday. This is going to be a lot cooler than any birthday gift you can receive.
Yeah. No, I mean, a tailgater win, baby. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're going for, man. I mean, this team's awesome. There's so many great dudes, and a little dub would be awesome. Oh!
Charlie Mac Munoz. Oh, yeah, Moon. Travis Munoz for out number one here in the bottom of the third. Sunshine, can you hear anything right now?
Wow, besides your beautiful voice in my ear, not much.
I'm going to have to keep my head on a swivel down here. I told Gilly to protect me down here in the third base coaching box, but I'm rather afraid. I'm really afraid for our cameraman, Russ, who's got his back to Jackson Olsen. Oh, another fan called foul ball opportunity. Oh, my gosh. Miko and Josh, we've had about 4 of these bobbled tonight.
Still haven't seen one yet in 2026.
But you know, at the baseball stadium, Sunshine, they had the netting that went over the stands. Here, there's plenty of room.
Oh, good pitch.
Sunshine, This has got to be the most people you've ever played in front of.
100% without a doubt. And how cool is this, man? I mean, so many people watching Banana Ball and being here in person, so many more online. It's incredible. It's so, so cool.
Home run.
Oh, man. All right.
Welcome to Banana Ball.
I'm guessing no.
Go, Josh. Just absolutely caught it there. Was Coach Tyler Gillum. And now Sam Bauman is going to have Jackie at home plate.
Like that. Hey, Jackson, hey, sorry to bother you, but I thought what you did was really neat there. How's it feel to hit home runs again?
Feels really cool. I'm not sure if that would be gone on a regular stadium, but it's gone here, so I'm happy.
We're all really proud of Jackson Olsen, and isn't that smile worth $1 million?
Hey, I'm proud of you too. Yeah.
Nice. He gives so much.
Thanks, SB. What a shot, Jackson Olsen. There was nothing cheap about that. That would have been out of any baseball stadium you have ever seen. Nanners up 2-1 after 3.
We got 2 dads and we got 2 sets of kids, and the fathers have to catch their kids out in the outfield as they run off. So, kids, are you ready? On your mark, get set, go! Now, dads, catch them! And here they go! Who's gonna catch them first? We got one in the outfield. Will he get the other one? We got one cut. Oh! And now trying to get the other son. This is a lot of work for the dads. They are running in circles, but the kids are getting tired. And I think the dads are too. And he's got him. And the winner of the father-son catch. Let's hear it for him.
Welcome back to Banana Ball on the ESPN app, Disney Plus, the Banana Ball YouTube channel. How about the social media superstars? Kyle Jackson, walk-off two-run tater to win the second, and then Jackson Olsen with the solo shot, annihilated out to right center to win the third. And just like that, the Savannah Bananas have their first lead of 2026.
It's a pair of lefties taking advantage of the dimensions in this unique ballpark of ours. And again, these guys aren't just good on the social media side of things. Olsen and KJ making the impact. And now a Banana Ball rookie and Jacob Bazela takes the mound, a 10th round pick from the Bananas, and a guy pitching at Mercyhurst a season ago who both started and closed across his collegiate career and now enters in the fourth for his squad.
He's got Jose Gonzalez Jr., Taj Porter, and Indiana Stanley due to swing it for the Tailgaters. As Brother skies this one to shallow left. Hosley crashing in will make a sliding basket snag. An adventurous first out to kick off our fourth frame. Bazela spent his entire college career at Mercyhurst. They were D2 for the first 3 years, then leveled up to Division I baseball. A couple years in the Coastal Plain League as well, the old Martinsville Mustangs. Taj Porter, the Dunkin' Donut batter of the game. Sends that one behind him, not caught by the fans. Bounced into a trick play from Olsen at second, his first time.
And the night was pretty easy there for Jacob Bazela. 2 pitches, gets the out. Connor Harris, the 6'8" right-hander, is now on the pitcher's mound for the Nanners out of Avon, Connecticut. Another draft pick of theirs. And he goes up against the Dunkin' Donut batter, Taj Porter.
Heck of a debut for Bazela. So he's got zeros on his career Banana Ball ERA as this one's bounced to Ziggy, fielded between the legs. He'll take it to first himself. And Connor Harris, the pride of Avon, Connecticut, starts his Banana Ball career with a ground out induced. Nanners up 4-0 in the all-important trick play battle. Now Indiana Stanley flew into that miraculous sliding behind the back grab by DR Meadows his first time. Quickly behind 0-2. Harris pounds the zone. He's got a very funky delivery, as you can see. 4-seam fastball, 12-6 knuckle curve, and then a kick changeup. He's dabbling with the slider. It's all arms and legs. Dan Oberst, facing him in live AB, said one of the most uncomfortable plate appearances you could ever have.
When you've got those limbs flying everywhere, you're going to get a lot of deception with the ball coming out of the hand of Connor Harris. Really tough to pick up on. And that fastball is also pretty live for the big right-hander as he slows things down against Indiana Stanley. And he fouls this one off down the left field, in left field foul territory.
Right, Indy wants that one back. It was a hanger. It was just a little early to the punch. Another 2-2. And the count is full. Harris, 4 years at George Washington University, finished up with a couple seasons at Winthrop. And he starts his Banana Ball career with 2 outs. The cap on it, a punch out of Indy Stanley. Gas for the Banana Ball vet. And Bazela and Harris combined talents for the second 1-2-3 inning for Bananas pitching tonight. They just need 1 run in the bottom half to add another point.
Tallahassee has ever seen. So let's get those hands up in the air. Everybody hands up in the air all the way around. Let's kick it. Here we go. Get those hands clapping. Get those arms waving. Keep it going.
Hope you're hey babying at home, everybody. I turned on the wrong headset, so you couldn't hear me when I tried to say it the first time. I turned on the ghost headset. We got 3 of them up here, only 2 guys. No one's talking on that one.
Now let me hear you sing it.
They're new. You're getting adjusted to a new console.
We got so many buttons on this thing.
It's okay. Oh, look at Jose Benitez!
Cheeto! Crushing it. 3 straight nights with a broadcast.
One more time
for Jose Benitez.
If you haven't heard him sing Hey Baby yet, please tune in and listen to his golden pipes.
It's on Instagram. Check out Jose or Steve Kellogg's Instagram. They collab.
That's special.
Talk about a powerful collaboration.
The Godfather, the new Spanish voice of Banana Ball.
Oh my gosh, Jose is such a superstar already. He's going to take over the world once more folks learn what he's doing. Broadcasting our young sport in Espanol. Over 60,000 fans moving it and grooving it here in Tallahassee, dancing to Hey Baby, a Banana Ball institution. You come to a Banana Ball game, you're going to be hey babying, whether you like it or not, and you're going to like it. Danny Hosley leads off the bottom of the 4th. Jimmy Lewis, the new man on the mound for the Tailgaters. No run support, so he's got to put up a goose egg to keep the deficit at just 1. Hosley, the greatest two-way player in the history of our young sport, behind 0-2.
And a guy who tore it up against the Texas Tailgaters last year, batting .455 against them, had a double and a home run, and continues to hack against Lewis, another one put in foul territory. And we are still without a fan-caught foul ball here in the bottom of the 4th.
Check swing, did he go? Seth Markham says no down the first baseline. I'll tell you what, it is awfully early, obviously. It's only 4 pitches into his tour, but Jimmy Lewis, great sign. He's pounding the zone thus far. He's got just about as good a stuff as you could ever find. Former 2nd-round draft pick by the Dodgers. It's just all about staying in the zone. Heck of a take there by Hosley on a nasty bender. So from 0-2 to 3-2. Here comes the payoff from Lewis, who spent 6 years in the Dodgers organization, and unfortunately he loses Hosley. It feels like my fault, broadcaster's jinx. Hosley is content with 1 base, as it's great ball 4 sprint defense. Tailgaters get it to all 7 fielders behind Lewis and Porter in short order.
Yeah, that's what you're hoping to see from the Texas Tailgaters. Quick sprint defense. You can't afford to have guys in scoring position, especially in an atmosphere like this ballpark certainly catering to offense tonight. And for Danny Hosley, that's a pretty classic result that you'll see from him. Traditionally a guy who's kept the OBP over 100 points higher than his batting average in his Banana Ball career.
Hosley will have to head back to first. He was off on the pitch. 0-2 count on Ryan Cox, a legend of the game here in his 5th World Tour. Of course, the all-time leader in trick plays, but took his offense to a whole new level in 2025. Hit .290, reached base at a .393 clip. You're getting that from the captain of your defense, the best trick play guy in the history of Banana Ball. I mean, that is fantastic.
And he was a hero when the Bananas played in Clemson in late April in 2025, had the go-ahead home run to deliver them the victory, and it was just his 2nd career long ball, came at the perfect time.
Hosley off again as Ryan Cox, a high fly ball deep to right. And a leaping attempt. It ends up stuck in the wall. That'll be a ground rule single when it gets ledged between, oh yeah, the umpires are going to take control. They're going to send Cox back to first and Hosley back to 2nd. It's an odd one because that had so much air time.
They're allowing Hosley at the moment to stay over at 3rd base, which is awfully interesting to me.
I concur. That's the inning-winning run. That's a big decision by the umpires. The ball gets nestled in between the net and the brick wall. It's a ground rule single. I would think that Hosley should be at 2nd base.
Same here.
I mean, the thing was up in the air for forever. He was pretty much at third by the time it landed, so I guess they're making a judgment call that he earned third base. That's an interesting decision, to say the least. A 1-2 count on Ty Jackson. 5 tailgaters in the infield. Only 2 out in the outfield. Ty to fly, the extra hitter. They're in his second full world tour. 21 and 22 collegiate banana. Won Pettit Cups in both of those seasons. Was a visitor in 2024. The Energizer Bunny, heartbeat of this team. Able to spoil the 2-2 offering. Lives to see another pitch.
Yet he ended the tour incredibly hot across his final 27 games of the year. A .379 average, 8 extra base hits, 7 runs batted in. But he's unable to deliver here in the 4th, swinging through the fastball from Jimmy Lewis. And a big punch out for the right-hander.
It's massive. Inning-winning run 90 feet away. And now Jimmy Lewis falls behind DR Meadows. We're back to the top of the order. DR struck out looking back in the first. Not a guy who strikes out a lot. 20 ball, 4 sprints earned last year, only 9 Ks. Good to see Stilts hanging out with the folks in the stands as it's 3 straight balls. DR certainly taking here. Lewis finds the zone. He's got to do it again. He can't. And that's an inning win for the Bananas. Meadows with 20 walk-offs a year ago, notches his first of 2026, and the Nanners have walked off 3 straight innings. They lead 4-1 with 4 innings behind us. And let's get it down to Jesse Cole.
And with this being the Banana Ball kickoff, we have to do a promotion that involves kicking off. But we're actually going to go for field goals. Well, as you can see, they took down the posts, but we have Stilts. So Stilts will be our field goal posts as he gets up. And we've got 3 couples that are gonna have to kick to see who can get it through the Stilts uprights. The first couple is Josh and Leanna. 13 years married. Whoever kicks it through is our winner. Here we go. Just a bit outside. Our next couple is Kara. Hold up, not yet. Kara and Jared, how long have you guys been together?
2 years.
2 years married. Here we go. Oh! It was a good kick. And now, our next couple, your name?
James.
James and
Emily.
James and Emily. And how long you guys been together?
2.5 years.
Dating?
Yes.
Dating for 2.5 years. James and Emily, here we go. She said yes! Let's hear it for James and Emily! One more time for our special couple, the newly engaged, James and Emily!
If you've been with us for a while, you know we love in Banana Land.
Who do you think was more surprised? Our lady on the field or the lady we captured in the stands? I'm willing to say it might have been the lady in the grandstands.
Our fantastic moderators in the YouTube chat, Banana Ball YouTube, I'd love to see what the people on there think.
Yeah, throw up a poll for them.
We go to the 5th. Bananas have scored 3 straight points after the Tailgaters won the first. We get to see the Banana Ball debut of Tristan Levesque out of Niantic, Connecticut. Southpaw spent his entire collegiate career at the University of Rhode Island. Fantastic numbers across his tenure with the Rams. Known for his control behind 3-0 on Zach Watson, make it 3-1. Fastball, changeup, curveball, slider for Levesque as KJ whips this between the legs. Notches another trick play. And boy, ever since giving up an unearned run in the first inning, the entire Bananas pitching staff has been lights out.
And that was kind of a perfect play to summarize how well these Bananas pitchers have been over the last 3 innings. They've collected 4 strikeouts cumulatively, and you've also seen a lot of weak contact as the Nanners now up to 5 trick plays, and the Tailgaters haven't had a hit since the first inning of play. As this one is lofted into foul territory, Jackson gives it some chase, and that one will wind up into the seats and not caught, but a souvenir for that youngster.
Jordan Hussein fights off the 0-2. Pride of Houston, Texas, after he was a party animal in 2024, is a no-brainer to be the captain and shortstop of the Tailgaters in their inaugural season as he goes down swinging. Great execution by Levesque. Hits the spot with the high heat. Shows off the trickery with the glove.
USA Baseball and the first overall pick in the Women's Professional Baseball League. It's Kelsey Whitmore.
Well, as you heard from Shark, the first overall pick in the Women's Professional Baseball League, where we predict she will be a two-way superstar. She's the best pitcher in Banana Ball history when it comes to women. She was an absolute bar raiser last year in her rookie season.
Yeah, she was just unbelievable. Got to pitch in her home city of San Diego and earned the win in Petco Park. And she wanted to come back and continue to dominate in Banana Ball. In 2026, she throws fastball, sinker, changeup, slider, and curveball. And let's not forget, she has pitched for Team USA's women's baseball team, and in 2022, she was named the USA Baseball Sportswoman of the Year.
Well, yeah, also plays an unbelievable center field. She's got a dangerous bat. And what a talent. For the top of the order, Travis Munoz turns around and hits from the left side for the first time tonight. Reached on a trick play, missed his first time, was plunked in the 3rd inning when the Tailgaters loaded the bases with no outs, but could not push anyone across against Austin Drury. Hitters count, 3-1 to Munoz. Yanked foul, count is full. Payoff. Fouled. Look out, Ivan Trezak. Holy moly. Evasive maneuvers from our director of creative content. And you'll just have to take my word for it. Oh, look out. Going for Ivan again. Hot shot right to Jackson Olsen. Kelsey Whitmore comes in and does her job, takes care of Moon, and combines talents with Tristan Levesque for a 1-2-3 top of the 5th. Bananas pitchers have retired 9 straight as the Nanners take a 3-1 lead into the bottom of the 5th. And once again, it's just us, YouTube, as we get to watch Austin Krasminski and company. Hey, Chase Acuff! Throwing t-shirts out to the crowd. Shout out Dalton Ponce.
What's really cool is when you have a kickoff event like we've seen in Banana Ball this weekend, that when you reach the final game and with 60,000 in the seats, You can send guys from the 4 other Banana Ball teams into the stands to mingle with fans, make those really cool interactions, and give them the greatest Banana Ball experience possible. So it is so cool to see the Coconuts Clowns, firefighters, party animals, all taking part in this ball game in a unique way.
Yeah, there's over 100 Banana Ball players in the stands at all times tonight, plus the cast and crew for all 6 of our teams. Really special event. And naturally, Jesse Cole will be putting the cherry on top. Folks think he's got a t-shirt in that right hand. No, it's the Dolce and Banana. Bananas Tidy Whities.
Stay tuned on the Tidy Whitey front tonight, YouTube. You may see something interesting.
All right, we're bringing ESPN back into the fold. Jonathan Sunshine Looters, the first designated fielder in Texas Tailgaters history, and we get to check in with Sunshine once again as they've got you moving around the field throughout this whole night.
I love it. Got moving all over, all over.
Now, of course, with the designated fielder, Sunshine, you can play at a different position every inning, just whatever your manager decides. So are you the one who's telling Joe Miklick that you want to be playing all over the diamond?
No, that's Mick made that decision. In spring training, he decided that'd be a cool idea. Like, hey, like if you play the outfield, I'm like, absolutely. So, and I hadn't played the outfield since 12 years old, so I kind of lied a little bit there, but I mean, I think it's a cool idea that you can have a player that can move all the way over positions, and I made a few good catches to my credit, so I had some sort of validity. So, I mean, that's all I'm going off of, but Mick was all for it. I'm happy he was. If not, like, I would just do whatever he wanted me to do. I love Mick, and he wants to win, I want to win. So whatever he wants is what I want.
Peter just misses. 3-1 count on Reese Alexiadis. Joe Sperone, the new man on the mound for your Tailgaters.
Yeah.
Healthy swing and a miss from Reese Alexiadis, who famously hit a home run in all 4 football stadiums last year. Only player who can say that. And he earns the sprint. So Looters and company will all have to converge on second base, and once again, great sprint defense.
I was a little late there, boys. Uh-oh. I got a little in more. Hey, Waddy! I have you earlier.
Now Max Young Goldberg struck out looking his first time.
Here we go.
A chance for you!
Here we go. Off the wall. Play well.
Way to play it well. Firing it into second.
Oh, yeah.
And you keep MJG to a single. Man, you look like a natural out there. I
thank you, boys.
Can't believe
very clean and a great throw in.
Yeah, one bounce, second base. I knew I needed to go with the ball.
First hit in MJG's Banana Ball career.
Yep, I am.
Can't believe they never put you in the outfield in your Seton Hall days.
Yep. Here we go.
And now you crash in to be the 5th infielder. Dan Oberst.
Oh, no.
A high fly ball deep to right center. And that's Souvenir City.
All right, boys, it was fun. I think you're staying with me, though, right?
Thank you so much, Jonathan. Appreciate you.
You got it, of course, anytime.
Thank you, Sunshine.
Yeah.
Dan Oberst. His first blast in the Banana Ball Championship League, and it puts the Bananas up 4-1.
That's fine. Yeah.
Third walk-off home run of the night. Dan's with Sam Bauman.
Hey, Danny, we saw KJ, then Jackson, then you. Is this a big boost for your Instagram followers tonight?
It could be. There's a lot of people here. That was like a 400-foot home run.
Guys, like, follow, submit, request.
Follow him, too. Follow him, too.
Oh,
Follow
thanks,
my guy.
yeah,
Follow my guy.
Pico, Josh, Dan Oberst. He's going viral.
First KJ, then Olsen, now Oberst. as the Niners have walked off 4 straight innings. What do we got going on here with the Bananas? Oh no. Shark, do you know what's happening? To check in with our PA announcer and DJ. I have not a clue what's going on.
Do you suffer from projectile dysfunction? Solve your potassium plant. Try Banana Fill. Side effects may include sudden urge to alphabetize your kitchen spices, temporary belief that you can speak fluent dolphin, mild confusion when encountering revolving doors, uncontrollable nodding during dramatic movie scenes, brief obsession with collecting decorative throw pillows, random knowledge of 17th century shipbuilding, laughing at your own jokes before telling them, sudden interest in competitive birdwatching, compulsive whistling of elevator music, ability to remember every embarrassing moment from middle school, temporary fear of overly enthusiastic squirrels, strong desire to reorganize the fridge at 2 a.m., persistent feeling that someone just said your name, mild overconfidence while assembling furniture, temporary belief that you're good at karaoke, random craving for pickles and lemonade, talking to plants, and expecting thoughtful responses, sudden appreciation for documentaries about rocks, increased likelihood of losing TV remotes, brief urge to start a podcast, difficulty remembering why you walked into a room, temporary belief that you could win a cooking show, sudden fascination with weather radar, compulsive use of the word indeed, mild urge to narrate your life like a nature documentary, unexpected interest in antique spoons, persistent feeling that your socks don't match, ability to hum the wrong part of every song, sudden desire to learn the harmonica, belief that you could probably fix the Wi-Fi. You can't. Increased likelihood of waving back at someone who wasn't waving at you. Brief confusion about what day it is, overconfidence in trivia games, temporary urge to dramatically sigh, randomly checking the fridge again even though nothing changed, sudden belief that you left the stove on, excessive enthusiasm about office chairs, temporary fear that ducks are judging you, unexplained knowledge of 3 magic tricks, mild urge to dramatically adjust imaginary glasses, talking to your GPS even when it's correct, sudden urge to clap on the plane lands, temporary belief that every song is about you, and mild suspicion that the dog knows more than it lets on. Try Banana Fill today.
Are you gonna try Banana Fill today, Josh?
Yeah, probably. I unfortunately, this happened all the way back in high school, believe it or not. I was asked to fire some t-shirts into the crowd out of one of those cannons.
Okay.
And it just, it was failure to launch for me.
Oh no.
So, I mean, this actually hits home quite a bit.
Yeah.
Projectile dysfunction it's no joke. It's no laughing matter.
Oh, Spidey, even though it went to black and white, he still overcame the PD there.
And I really wish that we had these supplements back when I was a youngster.
Launched out to left, Robert Anthony Cruz tries the backflip catch. It squeaks out of the glove, and Nick Lopez will reach on the trick play miss. So Rack off the bench, into left, replacing Danny Hosley. Pretty perfect flip. Ball just snuck out of there as Rack makes his 2026 debut here in his 3rd tour. Frankie Moscatello, number 99, the man they call Gazoo, the new man on the mound, as Jordan Barth skies this foul territory. It will reach the seats and would have been unbelievable if it could have been caught by the fans. It was a mile high. Barth a flyout and strikeout so far in his first career banana ball contest. To see Rack back from paternity leave and flippable, even though he did not haul the ball in. So congratulations to Robert Anthony and Gigi Cruz on the birth of their daughter. Barth tried to hold up, check to first. Wow, Seth Markham says he did. So it's a successful check swing. Pride of Rocky Point, New York, will attack on the 1-2. Spatello bounces it. Guy who has spent 8 years in independent professional baseball, over 500 career pro strikeouts. Pretty much everywhere he's gone, he's been the closer or the fireman. Guy who comes in the most important parts of every ball game out of the bullpen.
Yeah, and he makes his money based off of the splitters that he throws, which he is utilizing here against Jordan Barth with the 2-strike count. It's a big reason he's earned the nickname Frankie Strikeouts across his indie ball career.
And that splitter has turned into the banana split, as that'll be a wild pitch. Good aggressive base running by Lopez to advance to 3rd. Also a live fastball, 92 to 96. He's touched 98. Impressive for a guy who stands 5'8" on the bump. A big curveball as well, rounding out the 3-pitch mix. High fastball, gets Barth to chase. Deceptive rise on that. And going back to the 3rd inning when The Tailgaters had the bases loaded with no outs. That is now 4 straight outs with a runner on third for the Gators.
And the 6th strikeout of the night for Bananas pitching. Moscatello just reaching back and trying to get as much fuzz on that heater as humanly possible. So Bar sit down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. And now it's Kyle Martin at the dish, 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout.
2 professional baseball veterans in their rookie campaigns in Banana Ball, squaring off in front of over 60,000 fans here on the campus of FSU. 2-0 count to Kyle Martin. Singled his first time, then struck out in the 3rd. High pop into the seats. Once again, would be really impressive if it was caught, and it was not. Got a guy with over 500 pro strikeouts on the bump, a guy with 275 pro home runs in the left-handed batter's box. And a couple guys who have played a lot of pro ball up in Canada. Moscatello spent 4 years for Equipe Quebec in the Frontier League. Kyle Martin, 3 years up in Winnipeg. As he can't connect on the 3-1. Former Gold Eyes legend. Ready for the payoff. He'll take it and earned his first Banana Ball RBI. Close at second. Good aggressive base running by Kmart. It's 2 bags on the ball for sprint. Drives in Lopez. And the Tailgaters have their first run across since the 1st inning. An unearned run at that, as Lope reached on the trick play, missed. You see Blankenship, Sperone, Porter, and Davis starring in the run-scoring celebration.
Well, that's certainly not ideal for Frankie Moscatello, issuing the sprint, allowing the Tailgaters to celebrate, but that's just the first ball 4 sprint issued tonight from Bananas pitching. A big reason why you see them leading 4 points to 1 in this ball game. Bananas again, only 1 ball 4 sprint on the Tailgater side of things. Their pitchers have issued 4 tonight.
That's a big difference in this ball game. Now Mac Danford, as that one gets away from Leroy. Second wild pitch this inning. Martin grabs in extra 90. Right side of the infield in for the Bananas. Taylor Justice actually in for Mac Danford. Justice, 2nd year with the Tailgaters. Another one of their former visitors. Was on Banana Ball's developmental team in 2024. Before that, CPL champ with the Bananas in the summer of 22.
The guy who wasn't exactly anticipated as one of the coach franchise selections before the player draft, but Joe Miklick, Andrew Bartman, Brandon Pennington, they love the mindset, the mentality that Taylor Justice brings into that locker room, and the fact that he can suit up behind the dish and at first base. But in his first plate appearance of 2026, Justice is down on strikes.
Don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This moment is my destiny. She said shut up and dance with me. Let's go! We were victims of the night, a chemical, physical grip tonight. Helpless to the base and the fading light. Oh, we were bound to get together, bound to get together. She took my arms, I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said, you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This moment is my destiny. She said, ooh, shut up and dance with me.
Coming in to pitch for your Savannah Bananas.
How about that for an intro? Kid out of West Covina, California, 14 years on Broadway after he spent a year playing baseball at UCLA, but realized that he had an incredible career ahead of him in musical theater, and boy did he.
Yeah, and he's the perfect blend of sports and musical theater that's coming into Banana Ball, a collaboration that really set the social media world on fire when he announced that he was joining this squad. And you just knew a guy as talented as him, he had to have a signature entrance in his very first Banana Ball appearance. Now time to see if those baseball skills are going to translate in this matchup against brother Jose Gonzalez Jr.
Jose 0 for 2, a line out and fly out. Klenna's got a 4-pitch mix. As this one to the moon and back. And not caught by the fans. Klenna, fastball in the mid-80s, sinker, slider, curveball. And a back pick over at third, Kmart wise to it.
And Klenna's a guy who's really taking this seriously. He's been in the gym, working out, throwing bullpens when he's even been away from the team. And he said he wants to make sure that he's going to be hitting 90 this season at some point when he's pitching for the Nanners.
Yeah, lives in the Upper West Side of Manhattan. His wife and 2 kids these days, throwing bullpens to his brother-in-law. Any chance he can get, as this one is chopped to first. Siggy fields it between the legs, and Derek Klenna. Nice start to your Banana Ball career. Strands Moscatello's man on third and induces a trick play. Nanners now up 6-0 in that department.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be able to deny the equalizer point in tonight's game. And still 4-1, Nanners on top against the Gators.
Tailgaters and honoring the men and women that serve this great nation as we salute our hometown heroes of the night. We thank you for your service and commitment to our great country. To our police officers, to our firefighters, to our nurses, to our EMS workers, to our dispatchers, and to our school teachers. The Bananas and Tailgaters say thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, here they come in center field. It's the Banana Bananas.
What a scene here at Bobby Bowden Field at Doak Campbell Stadium. Over 60,000 fans on hand for the conclusion of the Banana Ball kickoff. The Savannah Bananas up 4-1 in points halfway through the 6th inning. And the Banana Nanas still boogieing out in center field. Part of the original cast back in the Savannah Bananas inception in 2016. They were there for the opening day, dancing in the rain, as Brett Allen, the man from Newcastle, Australia, toes the slab for the first time in his Banana Ball career.
Known as the Wonder from Down Under, and pitching with his crocodile friend Nigel every time he takes the mound. He was selected in the 6th round by the Texas Tailgaters in the Banana Ball Championship League player draft, and pitched collegiately at Treasure Valley Community College, Barton Community College, and Reinhardt University. And in his last 2 seasons at Reinhardt, 19 saves for the Sidewinder, who is all arms and legs. much like we saw from Connor Harris of the Bananas, who he was teammates with last season on the developmental team, the Visitors.
Yeah, bite my tongue. This is a Tailgaters debut. Brett Allen appeared in 4 of the 5 games the Visitors played last year. Coach Crocco absolutely loved him. He can't find the zone against K-Jack, who has great speed, showing it off right here, gets to second before all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher can get a hold of the banana ball. So Kyle Jackson, after the walk-off 2-run shot that won the 2nd inning and knotted us at a point each, earns himself a ball for sprint. Talked about it his first time. Just the patience at the plate, big part of his tour-leading .481 on-base percentage last year.
And again, it just feels like these sprints are plaguing the Tailgaters too much in tonight's game. 5th one issued by their pitching staff. And now Bill Leroy, an MVP candidate from a season ago, is at the dish, and he's ahead in the count 1-0.
Bill popped out his first time. Didn't get a chance to talk about how stupendous his 8th year as a Banana was. Hit .343, had a .448 on base percentage, a Bananas team best .608 slug, and 1.056 OPS. That's on base percentage plus slugging. I mean, for a guy who's been known for his defensive abilities, it was a real coming out party offensively, a career high 7 long balls, as Allen looks at KJ at second, but no one covering.
Yeah, the OPS plus for Bill was over 150 last season, meaning he was more than 50% better than the tour average hitter. And he's very disciplined at the plate, very experienced, and the guy who gives pitchers fits. You see Leroy able to foul off the payoff from Brett Allen.
Foul tip into the mitt of Taylor Justice, has come in defensively for Taj Porter after taking Mac Danford's spot in the lineup. That is a huge bounce back from Donnie Allen. He's behind 3-1, ball 4 would have tied the inning right there. He's behind Jackson Olsen 1-0. Launched a ball into the seats in right center. The longest of the 3 Savannah Bananas walk-off home runs we have seen so far tonight. Heck of a start to tour number 4 for the Great 8. This one bounced to the right side. Moon will whip it between the legs. And 2 down as KJ advances to third.
And that is finally the first trick play of the ball game tonight for the Texas Tailgaters. They've had a hard time inducing a lot of soft contact, especially with the unique dimensions of this park. And we take a little break in the action to introduce the Bat Boy in tonight's contest.
I don't think we've ever seen a Bat Boy pull out the bat straight up in the air. What a pose. Excellent work as Robert Anthony Cruz takes his first hack of year number 3 as a Banana. It turns out to be a Brett Allen trick play. And what a bounce back and a backflip for Donnie to close off a scoreless bottom of the 6th and netting the Tailgaters their 2nd point of the ball game. They have pulled within 2 as we head to the 7th. Nanners still up 4-2.
Exactly what we're about to do. Down on the field with me, I got 2 dads. I got Scott and I got Garrett. And at second base, I have their children. These dads are going to have to run to second base, pick up their kid, and finish the trip around the bases. The first dad back through the finish line will be our winner. We're calling this one Hold Your Horses. Tallahassee, are you ready? Then we're going in 3, 2, 1. Go! And they're off, ladies and gentlemen, like 2 stallions in the breeze, conserving that dad energy until we get to second. Which kid is yours? I hope you remember. They're up on the backs, and they're moving. This is where the race truly begins. And what's this at third? Another horse. They're hopping. It's anybody's race. Look at those heads bobbing. It's a 2-horse, a 4-horse race. Will it be Scott? Will it be Garrett? It's too close to call. It's Garrett by a main. Hold your horses.
Well, the trick plays have been coming in bunches for the Bananas so far tonight. They lead 6-2 as they try and fend off the equalizer point attempt by the Tailgaters. That might be one of the best we'll see all year. DR Meadows sliding behind the back, ridiculous. KJ's grabbed a couple over at the hot corner, and Ziggy a couple over at first base. The first ever Bananas designated fielder. Getting a couple ground balls between the legs. A reminder that if the away team has more trick plays than the home team going into the final inning, they earn a point. Local Beach Coconuts able to do it on the opening night of the tour, and the Indianapolis Clowns able to do it last night. Chances for the Tailgaters not looking as good, but they have picked up a couple trick plays, grabbed them in Brett Allen's scoreless bottom of the 6th, as G-Baby Grant Besser out there in the Bananas tighty-whities, as Josh alluded to earlier in the night.
Yeah, he's really embracing his nickname on the mound. He's going to be the go-to setup lefty for the Bananas this season, replacing the role Zach Phillips played a season ago. And Besser last season at Indiana Tech, 81 strikeouts, only 15 walks. He was phenomenal, and the Bananas love how funky he is with his arm angle on the mound.
He was first team All-Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. Nice defensive swing, soft liner snagged by Ziggy over at first. So Taj Porter, the Dunkin' Donut batter, retired for a 3rd time tonight, but once again not struck out, so the full capacity crowd still donutless. And Indiana Stanley, a 2024 visitor after he was a 2022 collegiate Banana, now in his 2nd campaign with the Tailgaters. Wow, 360 Besser. Did he get the K? No. Seth Markham says Indy was able to hold up. Bill Leroy disagrees. And the next pitch, Besser does get the K. First Nanners strikeout for their 4th rounder.
Again, his execution's just elite already. Looks like he's going to be very comfortable in his rookie campaign. Spent a little bit of time on that developmental team, the Visitors, a season ago. And what I love about Grant Besser, this guy works with a lightning fast pace on the pitcher's mound. 1 minute and 50 seconds into the inning right now, and already jumping ahead. Counts now 1-2. He misses inside to Watson.
Strikeout and ground out tonight for the former Orioles minor leaguer, as the fans come up empty once again. Besser's not overpowering. 88-90 with the fastball. Circle change is his go-to, and the slurve very effective as well. Broken bat, Ryan Cox will have to eat that. Watson was rated the fastest high school baseball player coming out of high school when he was headed to LSU. And you see why right there. Guy can absolutely fly. And we get a look at Ty Jackson doing a podcast. You'll be able to find it on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your podcasts. He's gonna, I think, do this every game this year, at least every weekend. And he just does it for a half inning, no matter how long the inning is.
Has he titled it yet? Do we have a name for this podcast?
I don't know. Jason Arendt comes off the bench, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Arendt started as the designated runner tonight, so the designated runner is burned for the Tailgaters with Arendt pinch hitting here. And he continues to be a tough customer. Besser pounding the zone. Arendt continues to spoil the 2-strike pitches.
You see a 279 average, a home run for Jason Arendt. He was doing some of his best work coming off the bench for the Tailgaters a season ago. He's trying to take advantage of the righty-lefty matchup. Kyle Jackson, another web gem and highlight on his ledger in tonight's contest. A pair of trick plays, a walk-off homer, and a great leaping grab to end a scoreless top of the 7th.
You look up Electric Factory in the encyclopedia. See a picture of Kyle Jackson. Let's get it down to the young professor for some big balls.
Professor, what do you do?
Well, everybody, it is a big ball game time. So that means it's time for everybody's favorite game. It's time to play big balls. This is college edition. Let's go ahead and meet our contestants first. A student representing the University of Central Florida. Our next contestant is representing the University of Miami. Our next contestant from Gainesville, Florida. And finally, representing your Florida State University Seminoles. All right, gentlemen, let's spread out. Here's how it's going to work. When I say go, they have to run into the center and collide. The last one standing will be the winner of big balls. Contestants, on your mark, get set, go. Here they come. Bang! Oh, two out. We've got FSU and the Gators left, ladies and gentlemen. The ultimate rivalry showdown. Get them up, get them up. Your mark, get set, go. Down he goes. Here is your winner, ladies and gentlemen, FSU.
Well, to the delight of over 60,000 here in Doak Campbell Stadium, the man with the FSU big ball emerges victorious.
What do I have to do to get you to finally go up against me in that?
I would do it.
I'm dying for it.
I'd do it later tonight.
At the bit.
I'll literally do it after this broadcast. Of course I will.
Get out of town.
I just want to take my pants off. I know
Don't say that.
I can't stain these.
I'm not doing that.
That's grass stain o'clock.
You have to wear pants.
Well, I'll wear different pants, but not these pants. Dakota Stilts Albritton is the new man at the dish. Jonathan Hughes, welcome to Banana Ball, my friend. 6 years in the minors, and the first man he faces in his young Banana Ball career is the tallest athlete in the world. That one ripped, diving stop at third, and behind the back, yeah, you bet, good time there for Jordan Barth. That's his first career trick play. Brother with the scoop at the other end. Good barrel from Stilts, but once Barth made the sweet diving play, he got all the time in the world.
Yeah, it starts with a great play, and then Barth, the wherewithal, knowing that they're gunning for the equalizer point right now, transfers behind his back before throwing over. Stilts not able to get down the line very quick. Now 6 trick plays for the Nanners, 3 for the Texas Tailgaters, and it's a tall task for them to earn that equalizer point. Bananas averaged nearly 11.5 per game last season. Tailgaters had just 5.2 per game.
Ty gets 4 straight bad ones. He earns the ball for sprint. Tailgaters sprint defense has been good. Ty is testing it. The 7th and final man to touch it, Kyle Martin. And the tag just a hair late. Ty 2 fly, showing that he can indeed fly.
He's fearless, he's reckless sometimes, but when you get plays like that from Ty Jackson, he gets you into scoring position. You've just got to love it. That's exactly why he's the spark plug on this team. And you see him, he's always having fun, regardless of the outcome.
When did he lose his cleat? I don't know how that happened. A little shoeless Joe Jackson situation there for Ty Jackson. Back to the top of the order. 0-1 count on DR Meadows. A walk-off ball for sprint to win the 4th inning. Struck out looking his first time. Try not to overuse the word steal when it comes to late-round draft picks in the inaugural Banana Ball player draft, but Jonathan Hughes in the 8th round, he can find the zone consistently, could turn into one of the best pitchers in the sport. He throws 8 different pitches, 6 years in the minors, split evenly between the Phillies and Atlanta Braves organization. Guy who got drafted 2nd overall out of high school, but chose to go to Georgia Tech, where he was a teammate of Andy Archer's. And showing off the nasty stuff right there, strikes out the doctor. So the inning-winning run, still in scoring position, 2 down for Super Reese, who led the 2025 tour with his 28 inning enders. One of those inning enders, a game ender. The first Bananas banana ball walk-off home run as Alexiadis back through the middle. Stanley coming up throwing. Jackson will be ahead of the throw. Super Reese picks up right where he left off. First walk-off of his third World Tour, and the Bananas lead back up to 3 points.
Well, he's an MVP favorite for a lot of guys this season. You want to bet your best guy in that second hole. A lot of times in Banana Ball, get them as many plate appearances as possible. And Alexiadis batted .328 with runners in scoring position a season ago. Comes through yet again for the Nanners. Now up to a 5-2 lead tonight.
And once again, it's just us, YouTube.
It's just us.
How about the Jacksons and JT down there on the celebration?
Yeah.
Going absolutely bonkers. Obeying the instructions on the video boards. Hello, everybody in the chat. Thank you for responding to me. That's so kind. We head to the 8th inning. The Savannah Bananas lead the Texas Tailgaters 5-2, 2 frames to play. Remember, every run scored in the final inning counts as a point. Another look at the celebrations. The celebration, rather. I guess you could call it celebrations. As Ty Jackson, Kyle Jackson, JT Sokolov, all taking part in the fun. And now Alan Sadoff, the new man on the mound for the Nanners. Quick 2-0 count on Travis Munoz. Top of the order for the Tailgaters. Lopez on deck, Barth in the hole. Tailgaters down 6-3 in the trick play department, so it'll be tough to claim the equalizer point, but certainly not out of reach at all. They were down 6-0. They've responded with 3 unanswered trick plays. And now a 2-2 count as another pair of minor leaguers square off here in FSU. Sadoff, a former Mariners farmhand. And he gives up a big-time boom. Travis Munoz to the moon and back. First long ball in 2026 for the Tailgaters.
Again, one of the best bats on this squad from a season ago. He's definitely wanted to tap into that power on the left-handed side of the plate where he feels the most comfortable. And Munoz trying to spark a rally for the Gators late in this game. He's able to get the leadoff pump against the former Mariners farmhand in Sathoff.
How do you feel? Well, Brett, it's plain and simple. I'm the best there ever is. I mean, I wake up in the morning and I piss excellence. I'm a big, hairy American winning machine. If you ain't first, you're last.
How How about that for the Moon Man himself? Munoz, his 3rd career banana ball home run after launching a pair last year. And Nick Lopez trying to go back-to-back behind 0-1. That one to the backstop. No chance for Lopez to advance to first. He's been aboard all 3 times tonight. RBI single, a hit by pitch, reached on a trick play, missed his last time. Well-struck ball to Robert Anthony Cruz in left. And the count even at 2-2. Lopez has to look out for a 4-seam fastball, sweeper, cutter, and changeup from Sadoff. Sits about 90 to 92 with the gas, and Lopez! Oh, yes, he did! Back-to-back jacks for the Tailgaters here in the 8th.
Well, that's where things get frustrating if you're Alan Sadoff, your first banana ball appearance, you're pitching in the football stadium, and ordinarily you think that those are going to be caught for your outfielders. Instead, they're leaving the yard, trying not to let his frustrations compound. But right now, the Tailgaters have got to try to continue to ride that momentum thanks to back-to-back jacks.
Let's get it back down to Brett Loftus.
It only took us 8 innings. Back-to-back jacks. First game in a football stadium, Lopey.
Oh my gosh, it's unreal. I mean, we're just gonna get the bat on the ball now and just keep doing that over and over. Why not?
Gator up, Nico and Josh.
Thank you, Brett. Now Jordan Barth. 4 for 3 here in his banana ball debut. Fly out and a couple strikeouts. That one up the middle. That's going to be a tough play. Jackson Olsen, no throw. And there's Barth's first career hit. I can promise there will be plenty more to come. That is Augustana University's all-time leader in hits, doubles, RBI, and total bases. Kyle Martin can't hold up, count even at 1-1. And Sadoff able to jump ahead. Kmart, the pride of Greenville, South Carolina. Went to the University of South Carolina after growing up a diehard Clemson sports fan. This one, a cloud hunter. Jackson Olsen will put it away for the first out. So Kmart, 1 for 3 in his debut. Taylor Justice gets his second crack at it tonight. He struck out looking back in the 6th. Big swing and a miss. He's behind 1-2. Sadoff has easy cheddar. Farm boy from Ridgely, Maryland. And gets the punch out looking. Front door bender and a beauty for his first career strikeout in Banana Land.
Yeah, just some frozen pizza against Taylor Justice. Great breaking ball coming in and catching that inside corner. And for Sadoff, I know still probably a little frustrated with the results right now, but thankfully Banana Ball works with point scoring. So even though there are 2 runs up here in the top of the 8th, looks like the most that the Bananas could allow right now, unless that 2-hour time limit expires, is just the Tailgaters earning another point, making this a 3-5 ball game.
2 balls and a strike on brother. Jose Gonzalez Jr. 0 for 3. Line out, fly out, ground out. And 2 balls go to Sadoff. I think 1 from Leroy, 1 from Chapman, so he'll choose his favorite. And Cox will flip it to him. Sadoff, another one of the many Erskine guys in Banana Land. Coach Crocco disciple. Allen spent his last 3 years with the Flying Fleet after a couple years of JUCO at Chesapeake Community College. right down the road from his hometown. Payoff pitch, bounced foul. We'll get to do it again. Brother a JUCO product himself. A couple years at Navarro College and finished up with 3 years at Texas State. Spent his summer in Savannah, right between his 2 collegiate tenures. And he's launching, deep out to right center, kiss it goodbye. Third long ball of the frame for the Gators. Jose Gonzalez Jr., a flight of passage.
Well, they may not be his first career Banana Ball RBIs. He had 3 across the first 2 Banana Ball games ever in this sport's existence. But now in 2026, back in Banana Ball, he launches his first career homer, and he's with Brett Loftus.
Brother, first career dinger in a football stadium.
Football stadium, I mean, it's nuts. This place is buzzing. Come on.
Josh Talevsky, how many tailgater taters can you have in one inning?
Well, I'll answer for you, Brett. So far, 3. But I think we could have some more. And how poetic. Loftus talked with brother on the pregame about that short porch and right. I mean, there was nothing cheap about that one. Sent out to right center. And Sadoff ends the bleeding, but a 4 spot. As the Gators go long balls away 3 times in the top of the 8th, and with less than 7 minutes left on our 2-hour timer, looks like we're going to get the world's fastest inning. John Reed hustling out to toe the slab. 2025 Banana Ball All-Star. One of the 2 Tailgaters pitchers who made the All-Star team alongside Christian Davis, and now Easton Parrish. It's his first career Banana Ball at-bat. Banana's 7th round draft pick to back up Bill Leroy, but this is a guy who has some serious pop, developed it late in his career at St. Mary's University in San Antonio.
He's learned how to minimize the movement in his swing a little bit, tap into his pull side power more. And Parrish trying to tap into it here, but swings through the full count heater, and John Reed notches his first strikeout of 2026.
That was beautiful location on the gas from the former Washington Nationals minor leaguer. 0-2 count on Danny Barrels. A sprint his first time. 3-run walk-off home run to win the 5th inning for the Nanners. Chopper just foul. Oberst famously loves hitting against lefties, but Johnny Reed about as tough as they come. This is in with the bender. And now the payoff pitch. Fouled away, another opportunity for the full capacity crowd. And we are still without a foul out to the fans in 2026.
Very surprising considering we saw 139 a year ago. Now Oberst skies this one into left center field, and Watson is going to haul this one in. Very surprising.
Yeah.
There was no trick play effort made for the Tailgaters trying to earn that equalizer point, but I guess that they want to make sure that this lead holds for them. But then, I mean, then again, you could make a 3-5 game, a 4-5 game, even if you just try a little tip drill there.
100% as Kyle Jackson's got a ball and a strike on him. And chops this one fair down the first base line. Jose Gonzalez Jr., ball never left his hand, so it is not a trick play. Wouldn't matter anyway, as the Tailgaters down 2 points going to the final inning where every run scored counts as a point.
Stadium. Let's lighten up and join in and sing Yellow. One more time. Let me hear ya. Keep it going. We love you so
Doak
much.
Campbell Stadium turned yellow in the middle of the 8th inning. Check that. After 8 innings. World's fastest in the middle of the 8th. And now we go to the 9th, where every run scored counts as a point. The Bananas lead 5-3. I would wager to guess we're about to see one of the best closers in Banana Ball history. And as I just mentioned, here's what it means to reach the last inning in Banana Ball.
That's right, all runs scored in the final inning count as points. The Tailgaters need 2 runs to tie this game up. 3 runs if they want to take the lead against the Bananas. And if we see a tie at the end of our 9 innings, that of course sends us to showdown tiebreakers. And the Texas Tailgaters, they still haven't used their golden batter tonight either.
All of the lights. Danny Isley, are you even a human, young man? All of the lights. Turn up the lights in here, baby. Extra bright on my Danny Isley, even he knows how disgusting that one was.
He is absolutely dialed in on that pitcher's mound.
Want you to see all of the lights. Fast cars, shooting stars. All of the lights, all of the lights. Isley, are you serious? Until his fingers said where we are. All of the lights.
Swing and a miss! Osley with the huge cake.
If you want it, you can get it for the rest of your life.
Osley sticks with it, blows the gas by him.
If you want it, you can get it for the rest of your life.
Here is the aforementioned Danny Do-It-All. Vienna, Virginia native, here in his 4th Banana Ball World Tour, one of the best pitchers in the history of the sport.
Career game number 153 for Danny Do-It-All. Started the game in left field. Now he's in as the Bananas closer, and he has 54 career saves in 65 opportunities. Had an earned run average below 1, pitching in major league ballparks a season ago. And for Danny Do-It-All, his career strikeout rate is 30.8%. Out of all of the batters he's faced in his career, he has struck out nearly 31% of them. It's unbelievable, the most prolific strikeout pitcher in Banana Ball's history. and it's all thanks to his deadly Vulcan changeup that he throws the first pitch to Indiana Stanley.
Indy's got a couple punch outs so far tonight after flying out his first time. Tailgaters need a base runner, then they can think about tying this game. Chance for the fans again. And once again, they cannot make the play. Swing and a miss. That's a sword for Indiana. And what else but the Vulcan changeup to get the first strikeout in 2026 for Hosley.
And career strikeout number 219 for Danny Do-It-All. Unbelievable. Just continuing to hammer that Vulcan change. But Zach Watson follows up his Stanley strikeout with a single up the middle. And that brings the inning-tying run and point up to the dish.
Shattered bat, but it dies a hero. Looks like we got a golden batter.
The Texas Tailgaters are invoking the golden batter rule. Now batting in place of Jordan Hussein is the Tailgaters' golden batter, Nick Leisure Lopez.
Who else but Nick Lopez, who homered just an inning ago. He's 2 for 3 on the night. A couple runs driven in. He's reached base all 4 times. And the switch hitting designated hitter out of Santa Ana, California. Ahead of ball and no strikes.
And of course you want to send up a guy who can bat left-handed, considering you've got that short right field porch, albeit with a 50-foot net courtesy of netting pros. Lopez already has notched his 12th career multi-hit game in his young banana ball career. But he's behind 1 and 2 against Haas.
Swing and a miss. Danny Do-It-All right back to the Vulcan changeup. His second K of this top of the 9th, and the Tailgaters down to their final out.
But here's the thing, if you can get Travis Munoz to reach base in any capacity, it sends Nick Lopez back up to the plate for a second time against Hosley, and he's gotten to see the ball coming out of the right-hander's hand. So right now, if you're the Tailgaters, you are just praying that Munoz can keep the line moving and send Lopez up again for revenge.
Munoz also homered just an inning ago. 1 for 3 on the night. He's reached 3 out of his 4 trips to home plate. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Hosley sneaks the fastball by him. The Gators down to their final strike. Take from Moon. The 1-2. Swing and a miss! Danny Hosley strikes out the side and slams the door on the Tailgaters as the Savannah Bananas with a 5-3 victory in their first game in the Banana Ball Championship League.
It's an all-around dominant opening night performance from the Savannah Bananas, both from an offensive and pitching standpoint. Hosley able to shut the door, and the Nanners, who were the 1 seed entering the Tour Championship last year, unfortunately bounced by the 4 seed Firefighters, are certainly looking for revenge and to prove themselves in the first year of the BBCL. And tonight, they grab a very important win that they hope makes a big statement to the other 5 teams in this league.
And we get our first look at the brand new celebration. Hey, Derek Klett is on a mic. Let's listen in.
It's KJ Kyle Jackson, the showman of the game.
Hey, let me bring me tonight. Celebrate like we got time. It's lucky to have you in my life. Hey, you better hit the right and hit the left now. Turn around and slide. Get your hands up! Celebrate with me tonight. Celebrate like we got time. It's lucky to have you in my life. Better hit the right and hit the left now. Turn around and one more time. Hit the right now, hit the left now. Turn around and slide.
Let's hear it for your Savannah Fans, thank you so much for being a part of a record-breaking, historic weekend here at FSU. We couldn't imagine a better place to open our 2026 tour. So we want to finish with one tradition with you.
While Jesse talks to the full capacity crowd, we'll get it down to Sam Bauman with our showman of the game.
Pico, Josh. Hey, look, it's KJ, our showman of the game, Kyle KJ Jackson. 60,000 people here in Florida State. A big Bananas win. First game of the Banana Ball Championship League for your boys in yellow. How good does it feel to be back?
One, thank you for the fans in Tallahassee for showing out. It was so much fun. The energy was electric. On our behalf, we've been working really hard for this moment for a long, long time. We've been putting in the hours, the rehearsals, the practice, and to see it come to fruition here in front of 60-some thousand people, unbelievable. I couldn't have scripted it any better. It's not scripted, but if it was, it might have looked like this. It was perfect. I had so much fun.
Yeah, if you could script it, you had, yeah, like you said, nearly picture-perfect game. The glove was working with the trick plays, the bat with the home run, and the walk-up. KJ, can you come down from a night like this?
Most definitely. I'm going to need a lot of food, a lot of water. I'm going to need a back rub. I might need a foot rub. I don't even know. I needed something, but I had so much fun, so honestly, it's all worth it.
KJ, I do have a question. Banana Ball break backstage. 9-year-old Ashlyn, she got her question of the day today, and she wants to know your favorite Taylor Swift song. I know I'm putting you on the spot here with this one.
See, this might be up Jackson's alley, so I hope he doesn't get offended by this. But I'm going to say The Fate of Ophelia because, one, I love anything that has to do with fate because I belong here, and I believe that fate has a big role in all that we do, and it's meant to happen. So,
KJ, you wax poetic every time I talk to you. Final question, is it the dancing? Is it the singing? What is it?
It's the baseball. Always.
Pico Josh, he hasn't missed a beat. Happy to be back with these guys.
KJ talking about the fate of Ophelia, his fate, showman of the night, on the opening night for the Savannah Bananas in 2026. The walk-off home run that knotted things up in the second inning. A flurry of trick plays over at third base. And Kyle Jackson, should we be surprised? Of course not. A superstar on and off the field, guy who's taken this sport by storm. And give the kid a web gem as well. Superb leaping grab on that hot shot. Just an all-around really impressive first game in 2026 for KJ.
He's the man who got everything started for the Bananas tonight when you consider that walk-off home run in the second inning. Of course, splashed the leather as well. A pair of trick plays, that great leaping grab at the hot corner as well. And when I think about Kyle Jackson, I know that he was a little bummed. He wasn't the Rookie of the Year a season ago as Andy Cosgrove of the Party Animals beat him out. But I know he wants to win the MVP award in 2026 in the first year of the Banana Ball Championship League. And the fans clearly franchised him for a reason. He's really beloved, but the coaching staff loves him as well. I remember Tyler Gillum saying that KJ's one of the guys who has dazzled him the most in a single tryout, and you see all of that talent being brought to the diamond. He has really delivered and become one of Banana Ball's standout performers.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, KJ, the kid out of Bowling Green, Ohio, guy who, when his college career ended on a Thursday, he was in Columbus watching the Bananas play the Party Animals 2 days later. 2 days after that, he was down in Savannah for the Visitors. I mean, just a go-getter who had his eyes on Banana Ball throughout his college career, and I know a big fan of his is Jesse Cole as well. To hear from the man in the yellow suit, let's get it down to Brett Loftus.
Jesse, to kick off the first 3 games of the Banana Ball Championship League, you said, hey, why don't we go to Tallahassee, Florida, to Florida State, all 6 teams play in 3 shows. Describe this one here tonight.
Yeah, this is special. We started with just one team, a small town team in Savannah, Georgia, hoping to sell a few tickets. 11 years later, to build this league, to build what we have with 6 teams, to play in front of 70,000 fans this weekend. You know, our first big tour, I remember we did 7 cities, and we're like, we're going to play in front of 70,000 fans. We don't know how we're going to do it. And then tonight caps it off, 70,000 fans, one of the most electric crowds, atmosphere. These guys, the players, the cast, the staff has worked so hard. To think it started with just 4 of us, and now to know we have hundreds of people with one job to create fans and create special moments. And they did that tonight, and the crowd brought it, and I can't imagine a better kickoff the last 3 days.
Starting next weekend, going through October, 3 different tours. People said you couldn't do 1. People said you couldn't do 2. Now we're doing 3, Jesse. What do you expect in 2026?
People say a lot of things, but it comes down to believing in yourself. And belief is the most powerful thing in the world. And these guys, this crew, our people, we believe in this. We believe in bringing joy, bringing fun every single day. And it's hard what we do. We don't know how to do 1 tour, 2 tour, 3 tours. We didn't know. We didn't know how to do football stadiums. We didn't know how to do cruise ships. We didn't know how to do any of this. But we believed if we came together and created something and focused solely on the fans and focused on creating something people have never seen before, it would work. And when you have a bunch of people going in the same direction, believing in something, you can accomplish anything. And that's what this group gets to do every single night. And the fans, I think they're witnessing, they're watching something happen. The power of people coming together. When you bring great people together with a mission that believe in something, it's amazing what happens, and we're doing that right now, and we're just getting started.
Just getting started, guys. A historic weekend here in Tallahassee. 2026, there's a lot to come. Biko, Josh.
Thank you, Brett Loftus. Always great to hear from Big Yellow. Welcome back into the booth with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. Happy opening weekend. What a Banana Ball kickoff it was. We got to see victories from the Loco Beach Coconuts and Indianapolis Clowns across the last 2 nights, and then the Savannah Bananas show why they had the best record in 2025. Just a half game better than the Party Animals, but they did go into that tour championship as the 1 seed. A pretty impressive 5-3 win tonight.
Yeah, and they had the veterans really coming through for them when you consider Kyle Jackson, Jackson Olsen, Dan Oberst all launching walk-off home runs for them in tonight's contest. And then they really retooled that pitching staff. They only kept 4 pitchers from a season ago on this team and overhauled it, got a lot of new guys, and they looked really talented tonight. They neutralized that Tailgaters offense for the most part in this ballgame. It led them to a 5-3 victory, but at large, this was a very historic and incredible Banana Ball kickoff weekend to open up the 2026 Banana Ball Championship League season. When you consider 2 expansion teams, the Loco Beach Coconuts, the Indianapolis Clowns, both grabbed wins, and in unique fashions, as you saw. The Clowns were able to get that win against the defending champs in the Party Animals. Just unbelievable offensive performances. And for the Loco Beach Coconuts, they used the 9th inning and being able to score multiple runs that became points to take down the Firefighters. Both of those teams earned an equalizer point as well. But here's the interesting note. If we see more from the Bananas like we saw tonight, it's going to be very difficult for all the other teams to earn equalizer points against them and also come up with 9th inning comebacks when you consider just how dominant this pitching staff was in tonight's contest and in these unique football stadium dimensions.
The Coconuts, the Clowns, the Bananas all 1-0. and it's the Firefighters, Party Animals, and Tailgaters all 0-1 after the Banana Ball kickoff. Let's take a look at what next weekend has in store. It's going to be a really interesting one. All 6 teams are playing on Saturday and Sunday. We'll start with the Savannah Bananas. They are taking on the Firefighters in Savannah. So Grayson Stadium on Saturday and Sunday. Those games will be on the Savannah Bananas YouTube channel. Then when it comes to these Texas Tailgaters, they're heading out to Frisco, Texas. That will be a really fun battle against the Loco Beach Coconuts, with a 1-0 Coconuts against the 0-1 Tailgaters. It will be exciting to see what happens in that series. And then for the Party Animals, they go to Memphis, Tennessee, a brand new city for Banana Ball, and they take on the Indianapolis Clowns. So we get to see a rematch of the fantastic battle that they had last night. Cannot wait to see how all 3 of those 2-game sets go next weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be super exciting. I know the Party Animals feel a little chip on their shoulder already, looking for revenge against this Clown squad. Meanwhile, the Bananas get to go back home, play in Savannah, and the Tailgaters finally get their first headline games of the season in Frisco, Texas. So it's going to be super exciting to see how these things unfold. As you've got to remember, these first 11 games of the season are very important, as they will determine seeding for the Banana Ball Open, which we will see in mid-April.
And just a quick reminder, Banana Ball live games will not be on the Banana Ball YouTube channel next weekend. It'll be the Savannah Bananas YouTube channel, the Texas Tailgaters, and the Party Animals, as they are all the home teams across these next series, at least for the first game, that is. Thank you so much to our entire cast and crew. Thank you to you, the fans, for standing by and sticking with us here on our first Bananas and Tailgaters game of 2026. For our director, Chris Haynes, and the fantastic folks that we have in the control room in Savannah. For our producer here on site, Keegan Woods, our executive producer, Josh Richardson, all of our folks down on the field, Mr. Brett Loftus and Sam Bauman. Big thanks to Kyle, Bill, and Sunshine for getting mic'd up. Of course, the man to my right, to your left, Josh Talevsky, up in the booth, the statistical savant of our young sport. I am Biko Scala saying so long for now. It was a 5-3 victory for the Nanners tonight. Can't wait to see what happens in the 6 Banana Ball games we get next weekend. And until then, we will see you later!